Okay, here goes the microphone. So, I really like that song. I really do. It's from the original Lord of the Rings soundtrack, like the Lord of the Rings Online soundtrack, and the song is called "The Brigand's Tale." Um, it appears in the game quite often if you're inside somewhere, like if you're inside a hut or like a cabin, that sort of thing. So sound check, guys. Everything coming in okay? I'm not sounding like I'm 50 miles away or anything. Look, it's a beaver. Look at him. I wonder if he'll run away. Oh yeah, he's running. Oh, beaver, you run. There he goes. Look at him. That's a cute little critter there. I've never seen a beaver in this game. Okay, posted the thing on. Thank you very much, Rue. Thank you very much. So yeah, it's a busy Thursday for streaming, especially for streaming Lotro. We've got, I believe there's 4 streamers that I know that are online right now streaming Lotro. The main Lotro stream is streaming the new raid from the newest area, so I think they've got quite a few people watching that. And I was in the Green Eye Gamers stream earlier on. I'm going to talk about her. I'm going to talk about the event that she's participating in this weekend later on in the stream when we have a few more folks. I'd like to kind of give it a little bit of a promo. The Rose Garden's here just working on something, so that's cool. And my other friend is also streaming Lotro. Lyra 1986 is actually streaming as well. So it's a busy day for Lotro playing. I was actually on a little earlier playing a couple of different things that I want to talk to you guys about, but yeah, so we'll just kind of settle in first. Let's see here. So I'm continuing this at the exact same point that I left off. Almost dinner for me, Rue. Yep, no problem. I didn't know where the Rose Garden was because last we spoke, she was going over to visit her nieces. So she's back now. She's around now. I have it on good authority here that the Rose Garden's brother, Real Mr. Dom, who's was a part of the stream on Sunday, is supposed to be doing the cooking for dinner tonight. So if he's not doing that cooking, Rose Garden, you let me know, because I'm gonna have a few words with that Real Mr. Dom guy. You know, he better be cooking you a good meal. That's all I gotta say. So, anyway, okay. So here we go. When last we left, I died. That was a kind of the end point of that that stream. I fell off a cliff. I suffered my first death on this character. This character is almost level 40. I didn't really do much in the midst of the stream, except I went and got these new books. At level 39, you get a class quest, and you have a couple of books. There was that beaver again. Look at him. So now I'm back, and I'm at the infamous point. I think I fell off that cliff right there. I think that fall killed me, despite my burglar falling ability. That beautiful waterfall was my doom. So we'll call it Jubilost's Folly, that waterfall from this point on. Okay, so Bears and Berries. I just met up with these guys. I was on my way to the next hub, which is Tornhad, when I ran into these guys at the river. So I'm gonna continue this chain, see what happens.
Greetings.
All right, so a bear and a troll. These wilds are very dangerous, it seems, but you bested these threats and returned with food, and for that, you have the thanks of both Honora and Rudon. Okay, so 3 marks of the angle there. Rudon has a follow-up. More quests.
Would you do something for me?
Oh boy, okay. So, it says, my leg is well enough now for me to walk Jubilos, but I'm worried about the rest of the journey. I'm going to increase the font on this too, so if you're reading at home, you can follow along. Maybe blow this up a little bit here. Okay. You say there is a campsite to the northwest where friends will help us as you have done? I will entrust my life and that of my wife to you now, my... Jeez, we just met, and she's trusting you with his life and his wife's life. This is Middle-earth chance meetings here. Gone overboard. And I hope the trust is not misplaced. Will you go ahead of us and clear a path to this camp, this Garond of which you speak? Many are the threats that lurk still ahead of us, and I may not be able to move fast enough to evade them. But if you clear the way, perhaps we will make it. Well, perhaps we will. Anyway, guys, welcome to the stream. Sorry, a little bit of a wordy intro there, but it is Thursday, one more day to the work week, and had a couple of meetings today. It was a kind of a long day, but I'm glad it's over, and I'm glad to be here and playing some Lotro. So, all right. So it looks like I just have to defeat creatures, any creatures. So, I wonder if these count. They sure do. Okay. These hobbits just get lost in the foliage. I'm telling you. It's a little rough. It's a little rough, I don't mind saying. Hope all of you are doing well. Hope you all had a great Thursday. And if you're overseas and you're just winding down, getting ready, maybe this will just be the last thing you kind of want to chill out to your day. And of course, if you're in North America, depending on where you are, this could either be early afternoon or late afternoon. You're just getting ready for dinner. Hope you've had a good work day and are enjoying the evening. So, not a lot for me to do on Thursday evenings, I notice, guys. I don't stream on Wednesdays. A little bit of a revelation here, a little glimpse into the usual steely habits. I don't stream on Wednesdays because I've become a wrestling fan again. As kind of, interesting as that may seem, I grew up on wrestling. It's been kind of part of my childhood, and I really did enjoy it for a long time before the current, I guess, iteration of WWE. I'm not a big fan of the wrestlers who are headlining those cards. I felt like they really kind of took advantage of, their position and family and whatnot to get where they are. And I don't really feel like they've got much to offer, except as maybe eye candy for certain people. I certainly don't find them interesting. So when this new Fed All Elite Wrestling kind of started up, I started watching it just on a whim, and I really started to get into it. And it's kind of funny actually. Now Swimmeroo's into it a little bit too, and Basilla watches it with me. When I first watching it, it was just kind of like, I'm bored, I'm on the couch, it's a Wednesday night, let's see what's on. And I was like, oh, it's this wrestling. I remember when this came out, and it wasn't long after it had debuted that I became a fan. So I don't stream on Wednesdays because of that. I don't really stream on Mondays either because I work a job where I'm kind of on call. And talk to Eladon at Garond. Okay, where is Garond? It is, wait, is that it? That's Tornhad. Oh, Garond is all the way back up there. Okay. So let's go back there then. So Mondays I don't like to kind of commit myself to anything Monday night just because I work at this job, and the job doesn't stop. It's a Monday to Friday job, like my hours are Monday to Friday, but I get a lot of requests on the weekends, and I really don't want to get too into it. I don't want to be working all this overtime and just kind of get, over involved in it. So you need to take some time for yourself. I will say that, even if you have a job that kind of demands it. So when I wake up, or when I go to work on Monday, I've got everything from the weekend and my usual Monday, which is usually very busy. So I don't really want to commit there. So there's that. And then Fridays are kind of special, including this Friday. I don't stream on Fridays because quite often Swimmeroo comes over, and every couple weeks he makes an appearance, and we usually play some games. Hey, Brol! Hey, welcome to the stream. Hey, Osirin, welcome back. You guys are right on time. We just started. And I'm just kind of rambling on about like personal days and streaming dates and whatnot. So I'm gonna pop this in here because, bro, I think you might want to maybe join the Discord. And I think Osirin, I'm not sure if you're in there yet either. But I'm gonna share this. So there's the Discord, and let me share this too. This is the YouTube channel. So and there's real Mr. Dom. You better be cooking, Dom. You better be cooking, buddy. I wonder if that's going to work. Is that going to work? Ooh, yes. Hey, all right. So, so welcome you guys to the stream. Yeah, so I'm just discussing kind of like why I don't stream on certain days. So that's the key there for. And Fridays, yeah. So Swimmeroo comes over quite often on Fridays, so we kind of have family night and just hang out and maybe play some Switch or something in the living room, where I'm not on the PC, or some PlayStation. I was gonna do the pork chops, that I found a moose meat pie, so that's going in the oven. That moose meat pie is finally getting cooked. I will say that if there's any left, I'm coming over tomorrow, by the way. I'm coming over at about 2 p.m. So if there's any left, I may actually, invade your fridge while I'm there. So, yes, moose meat pie. It's a delicacy. Around our area, basically, we're still in kind of a rural area. We live in a city. The city's got about 50,000 people in it, but it's just basically a very large, small town. And we live in a very rural area where every October, when hunting season opens, basically the area shuts down. Like, all the men are gone, and there's some lady hunters too, of course. But it's kind of a getaway. Go to the camp, like bring several cases of ale, and using Middle Earth terms, but and go hunting, and hopefully you bag a moose. So it's very difficult even to get a tag now. So I just did some dishes, was listening to music. Okay, cool. So it's very difficult now to even get a tag, so that you can, because you need a tag to be able to hunt moose in our area, because they are kind of rare. I think I'm gonna die if I fall off of there. Maybe not here though. Let's try this. Look at me go. All right, didn't even break a leg. Let's see here. What was I talking about? Moose. Yes. So when you can get some, that's the trick. When you can get some, it's a real treat. And moose is delicious. By the way, if you've never eaten moose meat, it is fantastic. It is like, there's no gaminess to it. Like, it's wild game, but there's no. Sometimes if you're eating bear or even rabbit, there's a very strong wild game taste. And for those of you who've had wild meat, but moose nose is great. So it's a delicacy. So one thing you get a moose, you can do all kinds of things with it. It's just like beef. It works like beef. So you can make moose burgers with ground moose, meat pies, like moose meat pies. It's basically a tortilla, like a French meat pie, but just with moose. It's so flavorful, and the flavor is just delicious. It's like beef on, like the best beef. Maybe not Kobe beef. I won't go there because I've had Kobe beef and that's just. But it's definitely delicious. So it's certainly a delicacy and something to be jealous about. So, all right. So let's see here. Safe passage to Garond. No, I have not left the angle just yet, Jublost. Always I believe myself ready to leave, and always it seems something comes up anew. Why, just now my arrows saved the lives of 2 Dunlendings fleeing from some villainy in the south. They were Dunlendings, I called that one. Well, you could kind of tell. It wasn't that hard to tell. Anyway, a pair of half-orcs nearly put blades to their flesh, but my bow was the swifter. Excellent. Their names are Ornora and Rudon. They say they know you and they owe you their lives. I said they owe them to me as well, but I made the jest and they stared at me with frightened eyes, so I think I shall leave the jokes for my brother. Elves making jokes. Ha ha ha. They don't make dad jokes in Elfland. That's for awesome. That was a good cue. I was just segueing into that. You should speak to them, but then I really must return to Imlad, or something always comes up. Okay. So they're over here now. Swimmer the Roo has requested a dad joke, and I will not disappoint. So here we go. So these are new. This is page 2. Where do you take someone that has been injured in a peekaboo accident? Where do you take someone who has been injured in a peekaboo accident? To the ICU? To the ICU? Peekaboo? ICU? Peekaboo accident? ICU? Okay. Thank you for that redemption, Swimmeroo. Thank you very... Oh, boy. Oh, what a way to kick off the dad jokes for the round, guys. Love those dad jokes. Love them. So, Onora, That is, bro. Bro, we missed you. Yeah, actually, there was a couple of streams on, I think on Sunday and Tuesday that I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good good start to your week. So, Honora
How
says
can I be of service?
that is not the voice of a Dunlanding woman. I will say that when we get to Dunland, and when we get to the oh, I know who's coming, baby. I know who's coming online now. Um, but when we get to Dunland, you will hear Nora. Nora has a classic Dunlanding woman voice. But anyway, thank you. We could not have made it this far without you. I know much of the North remains ahead of us, and the journey is not yet ended. But it feels good to have come so far from the dangers we left behind. Whatever awaits us, Rudon and I will face it together. Thank you for aiding us. You are a friend to our family and our folk from this day forward. You did not need to help us, but you did, and for that we are both grateful. Well, that's fantastic. Alright, and Rudon says, let's see here. I joined the stream sometime this week. I saw you had about 30. Okay, you were here. Okay. Yeah, it's been a really cool couple of streams. You know, we've got some fortunate, like, good friends of the stream, and you know, Lotro streamers kind of, I noticed that we all kind of, you know, stick together sort of thing. So that's pretty lucky. And Green Eye Gamer has rated me like twice with a lot of people, and so has Lyran. And there's actually a third lady who plays Lotro sometimes. I was checking out her stream yesterday, but she wasn't playing Lotro. It was Christy. So it's X_Christy with 2 Y's _X. So thank you for those raids anyway. If you guys are here already, then that's great. And if not, well, maybe we'll see them. So, and been having late days at school. Oh, I gotcha. It's about that time of year. I know Rose Garden right now, my mod, she's in university, and she's got reading week this year. They call it reading week, and they give them a week off in February, just to get caught up on all the reading that they have to do and prep for the I guess the most difficult part of the course, which is basically from the end of February right straight through to April. So hope you're doing well, bro. Hope you're doing well in school. Keep up the hard work. It definitely pays off, let me tell you. And Rudon says, we are in your debt, Jubilost, for the path to Garon was mostly clear of the foes we feared, and I know that was your doing. We are fortunate for the quickbow of the elf who greeted us as well, though Honora distrusts him. If he is a friend of yours, he will be a friend of ours as well in time. Unless he is prone to jest. Perhaps not then. So nobody appreciates a good elf joke, maybe a good dad joke. Nobody, you know, but I know you guys do. But no one in the game does. So John, I don't know if you're in the stream, buddy, but I definitely see that John and Penny are both on. Both members of the Flautists. And with that, look at that. Jubilost turns 40. Oh, lordy, look who's 40. It's Jubilost. So that gives us access to the Innuminous instance. What is this? A practical joke. Oh yes, the sneezy powder. Okay, so let's see here. Brol, let me get to you in just a moment, my friend. That's the only skill I got at level 40. Wow. Alright, request a riddle. Finally got to request a riddle. I'll make it a good one for you. I'm not, sometimes there's kind of like little opening riddles, but then there's some that are really good. And I think I saw one. Okay, this is a good one, guys. This is a good riddle. For an opening one, I like this one. So, I have 2 bodies joined together as one. When standing still, I run and run. What am I? I have 2 bodies joined together as one. When standing still, I run and run. What am I? It's a tricksy one, this one. You know, maybe something that you got to kind of puzzle forth, or even I might have to even drop a clue. So, but it's a good one, and I hope you get your money's worth out of this one, bro, because or your steely coins worth. Okay, so it looks like now I have no quests here anymore. So I think I can just take the road all the way south and just see if there's anything else on the road. Just gonna have a little drinky here. Always keep hydrated. That's a good life advice. Let's see. This is a tricky one. Yes. Yes, it is. So I will repeat it. I will repeat it again. Just just the riddle itself. So I have two bodies joined together as one. When standing still, I run and run. Oh, a prowler. So a couple of good life advice items that I would recommend. Just, oh, new deed better and better. What is this? It's a class deed. Use critical chain opening skills. Okay, I got it. All right. A river? No, but that's a good guess, Swimmeroo. That's a good guess. I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint on this one because this is difficult. Okay? This is an item that used to be found around the house. I say used to because it used to almost be a necessity. But in modern times now, they're more used for entertainment purposes or as a decoration. That's a really good clue actually. When you guys so this is something that used to be it's a household item that used to be almost a necessity, but now is more used for entertainment purposes or as a decoration. So just a landline. No, Swimmeroo, not a landline. Nope, not this time. But that's a good guess. At least the river was a good guess. So, life advice. What life advice can I give you? I can give you one. Stay in school. Alright, I will give you this life advice. Stay in school if you're in school. Finish school. I took a long road to finishing school. I dropped out of high school. Around here in Canada, you need 30 credits to graduate high school. Well, I dropped out when I had 20 and a half. And I didn't graduate high school until I was 22 years old. So I was like about 3 years past. Now, I was lucky enough. A sewing machine? No, not a sewing machine, but that's a good guess actually. That's a really good guess. I won't say it's like you're going in the right direction. I wouldn't say that, but that's a good guess, especially with those needles that like. So I took the long way around for schooling, and I'm still kind of paying for it. Well, I could have probably had the degree that I wanted the first time around, but now I'm still going back and I'm still taking courses to get the second to get it right the second time around. That's university, but just even high school, it's just it's important. Some people can get. I completed a degree after a 20-year hiatus. I don't regret any of it. Yes. That's exactly kind of why I'm back in Canada, sir, and we can actually have that conversation later on in the stream, or just kind of shooting the breeze in kin chat. But I have that in common with you, so, or at least I'm working on that again. In the meantime, so that, and keep hydrated, drink a lot of water. A practical example of why that should be important to you happened to me this Christmas, as my partner Basilla. Yes, there she is. Look at that. She knew where this was going, maybe. So Basilla had a kidney stone attack on basically Christmas Eve, just after midnight. We went to bed Christmas Eve. Everybody was looking forward to Christmas morning, and unfortunately, it was a disaster because at 5 a.m. Christmas morning, Basilla and I were at the hospital. And she was passing kidney stones, and part of the reason is because she just wasn't drinking any kind of liquids. She'd have morning coffee, and then she wouldn't be drinking any liquids until like 7 o'clock at night and stuff. Some people can get away with it, don't get me wrong, but I don't think she'll take advantage of that possible fact again. So stay hydrated, stay in school, stay hydrated. There you go. Sweet-eyed melon, says the stable master here. Okay, so that riddle again. Let's solve this one, guys. I'll give you a little maybe another clue. I have two bodies joined together as one. When standing still, I run and run. What am I? That is the answer. And once again, the clue is this is a household item that was almost necessary years ago, but is now more used for entertainment purposes. I will add something to that in a moment. And decorative purposes, especially the way it traditionally looked and appeared. I will also say it's used in some board games, although that's kind of an old school thing because I don't know if it gets used anyway. But it also is used in the kitchen quite often, although there's a different form for it now. But it's something that used to appear in the kitchen as well. Yes, Osirin. Yes, hourglass. Well done. Well done. So two bodies joined together as one when standing still. Of course, an hourglass runs and runs until you turn it over. So well done. Well done. I'm going to check that one off. That was a good one. I hope you got your money's worth out of there, bro. But that was a good one. So let's see here. Rabadron.
Megovanen.
Oh, look at this. I love my hourglass. Oh, there's Catfish Billy. Catfish Billy. Now, are you talking about a real hourglass, or are you talking about Miss Catfish Billy and her figure? Because this could be a good chance to earn brownie points, by the way. Anyway, let's see. My wife helped me on that one, have to be honest. Oh, that's okay. Mrs. Osirin can certainly help out. Welcome, Billy. Welcome to the to the stream. No, my legit one. Okay, so we've arrived. The Dunedain range far and wide throughout the wilderness, but Tornhad has served as their relatively permanent home for many years. Okay, so I get a bracelet, or... That's a tanking bracelet, I feel like. Intrepid. Physical mastery, critical rating, vitality, and fate. That sounds like it sold me. What is this? Clever! Oh, it's tactical mastery. I don't really need tactical mastery as a burglar. So I will, well, I mean, I guess some skills are tactical, possibly. I haven't really looked at any. If I have any tactical-based skills. I thought at one point in time I had a couple. There, Addle. Addle is a tactical skill, but that's mainly just to fight resistances off, so. Okay, Village of the Rangers. Now let us find some of my friends among the Dunedain. We will tell them about the warg pack that threatens the angle, and I also wish for them to keep watch upon the staghorns when I have gone. There is Hymenior. Let us speak with him first. Okay, what is... Hey, Billy! Billy has subscribed right on. Oh, hell yes! Thank you so much, Billy. And you got that nice ring. Billy's got the ring, folks. And subscribe for 2 months. You've got the silver ring right off the bat. Swimmertheroo, you might, if you're still here, if you're not gone to eat, it might be good for you to just adjust Billy in the Discord if he's in there. I don't know if he's in there yet. Billy. Anyway, anyone who's watching, this is really exciting. Billy, thank you so much for that subscription. I am super hyped to get you. Have you in here anytime you're in here, and for you to kind of subscribe, that's just icing on the cake, my friend. I really appreciate that, and I think you realize that I don't take a whole lot for granted. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. So Catfish Billy. Catfish Billy's a legend, folks. I'm not really going to get into, like details, but let's just say that he is a loyal fan, and I'm also in like 2 different kins with him. So yeah, it's he's definitely or at least no, we're just together in New World, right, Billy? I think that's the only one we were playing together, because you're not on Lotro. Now that says a lot. Billy doesn't even play Lotro, but he's here to check this out too. That's what a legend. What a legendary guy. Alright, so before I get all flustered and John tells me I have to breathe, I will get back. Just New World for now. Yeah. For now. Billy, do you play Conan Exiles by any chance? I'm pretty excited for when Jay decides to kind of venture into there after you guys are, or after folks are finished playing 7 Days to Die. I'm pretty excited for Conan Exiles. I've got about 2,500 hours into Conan Exiles on the console, so I'm pretty excited to kind of start off over on the PC. So hopefully we get a few guys in there, a few flautists. I don't like playing Lotro, but watching someone playing it is entertaining. I got you, bro, and I can understand that. Plus, there's a lot to do here at the Steely Dad channel. There's those dad jokes. Billy, I will repeat this one for you. I know you like the dad jokes. When we start up, it'll be my first time. All right on. I'm looking forward to that. I'm not gonna lie. So Billy, just for you, I'm and Swimmeroo's out. So that is a bunch of hours. That's what I was doing basically in between the time I was playing Lotro when this server dropped and coming back. So Billy and the gang, anyone who hasn't heard this one yet because they weren't here, where do you take someone who's been injured in a peekaboo accident? Where do you take someone who's been injured in a peekaboo accident? To the ICU. To the ICU. Okay, I'm glad now that I got that out twice because that's a good one. So yeah. So Swimmer requested that one. Oh boy. All right. So where are we going now? Village of the Rangers, folks. Raveadron has, and there he is, John. I called you out earlier. There's Mr. Energon, and he is also a member of the Flautists. I see you're walking around in bear form on Mall Walker as part of the kin. How you doing, John? I hope you're having a good Thursday. You and Billy were the latest to show, so Raveadron has just come to visit us. Very nice, but he has chosen a busy time to call upon Tornhad, for some of us are preparing to depart on a mission of secrecy and some urgency. We may not have much time to spend in conversation with our artist friend. What did you say your name was, Jubilost? It is a pleasure to meet you. If you're willing to distribute these rations among the provision crates throughout Tornhad, I will even try to remember your name in the future. All these guys are jokers in this. I've noticed that they're really comical in this area. So let's see here, John, doing good. How am I? I'm doing good. It was a busy Thursday. Couldn't really spend much time in other streams or kind of hanging out. I had a couple of meetings. I had a meeting that I missed a major staff meeting for, so it's kind of been one of those days, if you know. But no, doing well. And I've been fighting off like headaches for about the last week. I don't know if it's just been because my work's been busy and I had a lot of admin to do the other day, but I'm fighting that off and we're just soldiering on here. So, okay, so let's see here. I speak in jest, but I would appreciate it. Yes. So a bunch of jokers here in this new area. So. Okay, so rations about. This actually village looks a little bigger than what first meets the eye. It looks like there's two parts to it. So we'll check that out. This is a new area, guys. I'm not sure if I even introduced this stream. I mean, it's in the stream kind of description, but this place is called the Angle of Myth Ithel, and it's a new area in the Trollshaws. I'm gonna bring up the map here. So this is the map to the Angle, okay? Right here is to the Trollshaws. So it's down in the lower left corner past Talberinen of the Trollshaws. So it's all this area southeast. And if you go, or southwest, you go southeast, you go to Eregion. So it's kind of a logical kind of tweener area, I think, to get you a bit more XP and maybe something else to explore while you're on your way. So far it's been pretty cool. A little bit of a mixture of several areas, I will say. In Lotro, provisions crate there. It has me feeling like a little bit of the North Downs, definitely a little bit of the Trollshaws, and a little bit of Evendim in that, like, so far the enemies that I've encountered are they're like the same kind of ghosts as Evendim, like the Oathbreakers. And just the scenery and then, I guess, moving around, I just feel those areas. So that's kind of interesting. And there's new music, new creatures. There was a beaver earlier on, so... Hey, there's Waltney Maythorn III. Helped him earlier. It also has its own, as I've kind of come to know, I haven't yet explored the area of Lord of the Rings Online... Oh, what is it called? The area by Trestle Bridge that's new. There's a new area. Let me see if I can bring that up here. Ered Lewin, Kilongdon, Breland, North Downs. Where are we here? The Wildwood. Oh, yeah. Thanks, John. I'm sorry. The Wildwood. So, when I last played Lord of the Rings Online, basically the Wildwood was just this area that I used to go to mine silver. North of the lake, Everclear Lakes, I think. So now there's a whole area here, and here's the Wildwood, And I haven't even been here, so I guess maybe it's somewhat reminiscent to the Wildwood. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna see if I can make this Hobbit sneeze. Watch this. Oh, she has emotes disabled. She is a stoic, but a comfortable minstrel. So Dances Within, she's also a member of my old kinship. I was a member of Dances Within. It's not with this character, but with others. Okay, so for the Dunedain of Tornhad, life is a steady... Oh, she just slapped me on the cheek. I'm gonna apologize. Oh, maybe just sorry. There we go. Let's see here. So for the Dunedain of Tornhad, life is a steady... Oh, there, we're friends again. That's cool. Always preparing for the next mission. It wears on you after a while, Jubilost. Will the day for which we constantly prepare ever arrive? Who can say? For my part, I devise means of keeping myself entertained, without which I might go mad. Some of our number prepare for an eastward journey and have need of some caches that lie hidden throughout the angle. Mithrendon has charged me with recovering 3 such caches, and I will do so, but I will say to you this suggestion. Why not make this a contest? Okay. You shall go to the location of each cache, and if I can reach it before you do, or open the cache without you detecting my presence, I shall win. This will allow me to practice my skill of the art of stealth. Mithrendon will receive the supplies he needs, and you will test your perceptive ability. There are only winners here, Jubilost. The first cache is northeast of Tornhad, beyond a still pond, nestled among the rocks west of the base of a swiftly flowing waterfall. Oh my goodness, it looks like I might have to... I think what I might do is I might just finish this one quest and then come back to him and agree to that. Because if it's a contest of speed, I'm going to need to boogie. So, Osirin, I finished up Wildwood yesterday. I was pleased with it overall. Nice to have a leveling alternative in Eriador. So, Osirin, was that area, was it similar in level to this angle? Like, was it about level 40 to 45? I seem to think that it was. I'm not sure if it was 45 to 50, but I feel like I read that it was 40 to 45s. Okay, I have all the provisions. Let's see what happens. Oh, the angle. Okay. Gotcha. So maybe if anyone out there has ventured into the Wildwood, can they confirm that it's about level 40-ish? John, I think you've probably done it.
What do you need?
I've just begun to tell the Dunedain the reasons for our visit here, Jubilost, but they insist they have too many tasks to which they must attend and have little time to listen. I have never found them to be especially polite, but on this day it seems worse than usual. What say you, Idren Fair? I believed us to be friends, but it seems as though you can't spare a moment for Revedron, though he departs on the morrow and you will not see him again. I have known Revedron my whole life, and that means I am familiar with his old tricks. He has always had a flair for dramatic, quite unlike others of his people I have met. But very well, if you will do my own task for me and bring these swords to the forge for repair, I will humor Revedron this once, and if this be for the last time, I will count myself fortunate. Okay. Where is the forge? Bring the swords awaiting repair to a barrel by the forge. Okay, to the southwest. This is quite the large little village. It's spread out, I guess, in a large area. Yeah, look at this. How big is this place? Okay, looks like this is kind of the limit. Look, they've got a crafting area here. You got a workbench, forge. That's cool. Wildwood is level 45 to 50. Just check the wiki. So maybe, that's tempting. That's tempting, but not with this character. I will say no, not with Jubilost. Just because of the way he's kind of following the path of the Fellowship. That's why we're here. So eventually the Fellowship makes their way through this area or passes close to it on their way to Eregion. So that's why we're messing around here. So. Prestidir says, you are a friend of Revedron, Jubilost. It is a pleasure to meet you. May I ask what brings you and he to Tornhad this hour? You tell the ranger that Revedron is saying farewell to the places he knows before journeying to the Grey Havens, where he will board a ship and leave Middle-earth. So his story is coming to an end. I see. That is his choice, and it is not a choice that is available to all of us. Can I ask you to do something for me, my new friend? While I finish up my work here at the forge and speak with Rabedron, will you patrol the bounds of Tornhad? We are preparing our own departure, though our destination lies to the east and not the west, as his does, and if fortune is with us, ours will not prove as permanent a stay as Rabedron's. Okay. Now we've got Angweth here. Okay, so this fella here. All who desire friendship with the Dunedain must accept the simple truth. There is always more work to be done. There are hands to do it. If you offer your help to a ranger, expect him to take you up on it. My name is Angwed, and I am the armor master of Tornhad. Rangers favor medium armor made of leather and hides over the heavier plate worn by the knights of other lands. This, then, is my request of you. Bring me the leather and hides of the Avank, wolves, and lynxes that can be found throughout the angle. Don't mar the skins too badly, relatively intact hides. Fair enough. Okay. So I will accept that one. John says, I just did the same Osirin because I couldn't remember. I've done it a couple times. I've heard it's very long, John. I've heard it's like a long, grindy area, the Wildwood. Can you confirm? I've done all the missions of the Wildwood, I will say that. But I haven't ventured into the area. Now, oh my goodness, there's so many quests here. Okay. So I think... Oh, okay, I thought there were more quests here. There's just Mithrenden. So let's go see what he has to say. Mithrenden. So I have to share this with you guys. I feel there was more story in the angle. Okay, cool. It is grindy. I gotcha. Okay, so I'm gonna just read this and then I'll share my story because it's kind of funny. It almost stopped my heart. Let me just say this because it involves five. How is that big bulging sack on your back, you dirty mind, treating you today? It's treating me pretty good, Avery. It's treating me pretty well. I think I'm almost done the angle. I think I'm at the last hub. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I'm having a good day. And thank you so much for those dies. I got to tell you. And I have a question for you actually, if you can just stick with me for a moment. So, it is not unusual for one of the Dunedain to spend hours walking in the wilderness far from home. Indeed, it is how we came to be called rangers by the folk who warm themselves by the fires we protect. This is especially true of our healers, folks such as Mandan and Idrian, who are often gone for hours or days at a time in search of rare herbs. Idrian is always welcomed back with smiles and laughter, and Mandan, well, Mandan's healing skills are welcome, but the man himself can be rather abrasive. Still, he is a master healer, and we're lucky to have him. Well, not everybody has a rosy personality, right? I mean, there's some people who are just gruff or taciturn, by nature, a bit curmudgeon-y even. But I mean, you can still have a great heart and still just kind of be a little rough around the edges on the outside. That's for sure. So, Swimmeroo says 5. Okay, 5. Swimmer, I'm not sure. Oh, okay. But he has been gone for a long time. If your travels take you to one of the rivers northeast, I might ask you to see if Mandan is in danger and needs assistance. He often walks the riverbank seeking ingredients. Okay, fair enough. That's a good request. And there's another quest off to the left. So Avery, you sent Steely Dad, my guardian, a crimson die. 1 crimson die. Now, was it just that you had an extra crimson die and you thought, hey, this guy's a solid guy to send it to? Or did you see something on Steely Dad that you were like, that could really use a little shot of crimson die? That's my question to you. And my other story will have to wait just a moment here. So, you were an adventure Jubilost. It's a pleasure to... Oh, I see. Okay. Thanks, Avery. I appreciate that. Just because I was curious, right? I just saw this one die as a gift, and I was like, oh, maybe he thinks my fashion sense is kind of like, and wants me to dye something. I gladly do it. That may be something that we can use channel points on. All of a sudden I can turn these characters into kind of fashion moguls and see what happens. So pleasure to meet me. My name is Helchon. Actually, it would be Helcon, because in Tolkien, CH is always represented by the sound K. So church would actually be like Kirk. Anyway, it is true. I am very recently sworn to the service of Aragorn, chieftain of the Dunedain. It seems only a short time ago that I led a battalion of my fellows in and around Tornhad, delving into the hillside caves and exploring the woodlands without supervision. But we are only children. Now I am a man grown, and I've taken the oath of the Rangers, and I will die in service to Aragorn if I must. Sounds pretty serious. I am eager to prove my worthiness, but for today I've been tasked with a simple duty, patrolling the bounds of Thelgarth. Perhaps you will accompany me and tell me of your adventures. It will help pass the time, and I fear nothing so much as boredom and tedium. Well, isn't that the truth, right? That's why our real world has so many kind of toys, and like TV now has 1,000 channels, and there's like everything's on demand. You can watch stuff on your phone. There's just, no room for boredom and tedium. Has all the magic and excitement gone from the world? I will meet you near Thelgarth. Okay, fair enough. We'll go meet with him after. So, all of these quests are red, which leads me to believe that I still am quite underleveled for this area. Maybe it's just the Treebeard thing, and like I guess the slowdown of the XP. Because I thought I'd honestly be, like, leveled a little bit quicker. But... Okay, so let's see where I have to go with him. Oh boy, everything's just a red mess. Okay. So Faron says, this is the last one. Faron says, we got this. So this is, I need to race to the caches. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take away all the other quests of the angle right now. And I'm going to accept this one because I want to get to where he wants me to be. Okay, so my story. So this story is worth 500 gold, just so you can kind of appreciate. Maybe that's not much to many of you, especially if you've been playing a lot. I know I have a couple of characters who are very wealthy in other worlds, but I didn't know about a certain world that I'm going to reveal right now. So one of the folks in my the broken wall in front of Tornhad reveals no sign of intrusion. Okay. So this is a patroller. I'd like to get down there though. I'd like to get to that quest area. So I think I'm just gonna keep numbing this one down. Anyway, so one of my friends who and this is another patrol. Okay, just not escaping. All as well as here. Was asking me if I had, or asking anyone in the Discord if they had any characters on the Laurelin game world. And the truth be told is I wasn't really sure, so I logged in there and checked. Now I think what happened is I think I had a character on one of the other European servers that ended up closing because I recognized the theme of the characters. So I actually had a character on there. So on Laurelin I had several, but I had two major ones. Oh my goodness! And now there's this guy. Okay, I'm maybe I don't have to reach the Ranger cache before Faron. This quest is going pear-shaped, as is my story here. Alright. Do not worry about me. 'Tis a minor wound, nothing more. One of my fellow Rangers is seeking a healer as we speak. Do you see that a cliff to the southeast next to the waterfall? I found an unfamiliar campsite there devoid of any souls, but I left it alone, intent on first completing a task I had been assigned. As you can see, I haven't been able to go back to investigate. I suspect some rather unsavory folks have made their way northward into the region. For what purpose, I do not know. Would you take up the task of investigating the campsite? Let me know of your findings. Okay, I'm going to change gears here. You know what, Faron? If you get there before me, I don't really care. There's no timer on this, so maybe it's just one of those where you automatically will arrive just behind him. We've all kind of had those before. Anyway, okay. I'm going to drink here. So I logged into Laurelin. So I have that Guardian, and the Guardian was from the another server that closed. So I think I brought him over there. Now I had a character who I rolled over there. There's a whole story as to why I rolled that character over there, but I have a level 60, either 68 or 69 minstrel. I'll say 69 just for Billy's sake because Billy's a loyal brand new sub, and thanks again, Billy, for contributing that. So see how I linked that in there. Anyway, so I have this level 69 minstrel over there and this level 48 guardian, and I had a few other tunes over there as well. And I was like, okay, well, this is kind of cool. I think maybe I'll roll another character to play with one of the one of my guys who comes to the stream. So just, like, hang out, maybe do some quests. And I listened to, oh, okay, I just had a black screen there. I must have a driver update coming soon. So when I checked how much money, and long story short, guys, and I'm really bad at these kind of long story shorts because they're always so long. When I checked my money, on those two characters, I had 500 gold. I had like 190 on one and 300 on another. So, just really close. So I had like, 500 gold. And so I rolled a character. And I called him Sneaky Steely. Okay, so he was gonna be a burglar. Because I really do like burglars, and I hadn't played one yet on that server. So Sneaky Steely was born. So I got him through the intro, and then I was like, I forgot. The path here is idyllic, quiet, and free of immediate danger. Okay, good stuff. Well, let's go back and turn this in then. So Sneaky Steely, and then I got into the world, and I realized that Laurelin is an RP heavy server, and I remembered that after the fact. So like, if you walk in, to the Prancing Pony with a name like Sneaky Steely on that, you'll get a few, like frowns and kind of cold shoulders, I think. At least, that's the way it was on Landrevel, which is the other RP server. Oh, all these rangers are here. Okay. You're back. I have told the Dunedain about the Warg Pack of spoken of my hope that the Rangers will watch over the Stagshorns after my departure. But, they have not agreed to do so. I admit this is not the news for which I have hoped when I came here. Okay.
Mind my words.
These Dunedain will have always gone where they will, and Prestidir tells me they are soon to depart on such an errand. How can they protect the Stagshorns if they intend to leave the Angle and cross the mountains? We met the Stagshorns in the last episode. Must I change my plan? Should I not journey to the Grey Havens, there to leave Middle-earth? He's just... Let's see. John says... Heretic. John says, is the character a hobbit? No, I made him race of man, and I actually made him resemble the Steely Dad on this server, so he's kind of, an older grayer, I haven't added the eye patch yet, so maybe it's kind of like him before. But no, he's a race of man burglar. I was going to roll a dwarf, but I've got a dwarf burglar ready to roll on another server, which I'll get to after. So, no, not a hobbit, John. So let's see here. I told Rebedron that in confidence, Jubilos, but yes, I and some of my folk have been tasked with looking into some of the rumors coming from Mirkwood. We are soon to depart and cannot promise him what he seeks of us. We of the Dunedain have sworn an oath to Aragorn, our chief, and none of us would break that oath, even for so dear a friend of as Rebedron. And he knows this, which tells me that this performance is for your benefit, Jubilos. Prestidir turns again to Rebedron. Change none of your plans, my friend. Not all of the Dunedain will come with me on this errand, and many of our people will remain here at Tornhad. They will keep an eye upon the safety of the woodcutter and his family. Speak to Mithrendin and Angwed and see if it is not so. But for you, Jubilost, while I have your ear, there is something I would like to discuss. Let us meet near Eithildir to the north, and we can speak while I conduct my last patrol of the day. Okay, fair enough. So anyway, so I've got all this gold now, right? And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to roll this new character. So I rolled the character, didn't like the name, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna re-roll it, I'm not gonna spend 1,000 turbine points or whatever on or Lotro points on a name rename when I can just go through the intro again. It takes like 20 minutes and you're done. So let's see here, what am I looking for? There's a blue ring down there. I think we'll go down there. So anyway, so I send this, but in the meantime, I was like, okay, I'm gonna main this burglar for a while. I'm not even gonna touch the other guys because I really don't, I'm not familiar with a minstrel. I have one on this server, but I'm not very good at it. Since they did the revamp, I'm a little lost as far as progression goes with skills, and I really didn't put any time into it because I kind of speed leveled them. Anyway, that's another branch. So I sent him all my money. That's the thing. I sent him like the 190 gold from one character and 300 gold from the other. Now, you guys can kind of see where I'm going, right? Because I sent this to the Sneaky Steely character, and then I decided I didn't want him. So this was over 2 different sessions. I'd rolled the character, and I played it through the intro one night, And then the next day is when I woke up and was like, after, I think it was on the weekend. I rolled this character and I was like, okay, I don't like it, so I'm gonna re-roll another one. So I deleted Sneaky Steely. All right, I deleted him after I'd sent him this money, right? So like this is like, oh my goodness. I sent 500 gold, 190 from one, 300 from another. And I'm like, oh no, what have I done? What have I done? My stomach just sank. And I was like, oh, oh my God, I can't believe this. So then I thought that I'm like, gathering my thoughts, and I'm like, okay, I have one chance. I never logged into Sneaky Steely after I sent him the money. Okay. So, I just deleted him and started a new character. And when I got the character to level 7, I realized what I'd done. So, so I'm like, oh, there's one chance. There's one chance that this could have happened. And that's like, maybe because I deleted the character, maybe in like, whenever the mail expires, like 3 months, whenever the mail expires and he hasn't picked it up, maybe I'll actually get that money back. So I logged on to John. I've done that before. Not 500 gold, maybe 50 to 100. Yeah. So I logged into the Minstrel and I checked the mail, and there it was. It had bounced back as if it was just like undelivered, never happened, and it had that little X in the mail, and I actually got the gold back. So that could have been just like, I would have had to basically start over from absolute scratch. And I will say that I'm modestly wealthy on this server. I think I probably have maybe around 200 to 250 gold on Treebeard, but that's just because I've adventured with several characters and whatnot, and I haven't pooled it all on one character. Jubilost here is he's kind of independently wealthy. He's got 37 gold all on his own. But 500. You guys know that's a large amount. That takes a while to accumulate. So I'm really glad that didn't happen. So.
Might I take a moment of your time?
So that's my story about that. Jubilost is just the adventurer for whom... Oh, this guy again, this clown shoe. Mayor of Valon here. Just the adventurer for whom I was looking. How have your travels been in these lands which I am well accustomed? Mine have been rather fruitless, I'm afraid, until now, because the Rube is here, right? I have journeyed hither and yon, and now that my searching has revealed just who stole my precious talisman, the half-orcs who now reside in the fortress of Felgarth atop this very hill. Okay. What's that? I did not mention half-orcs before now? I'm certain I did. What a charlatan. You must have misunderstood me when I spoke of the half of the foemen arrayed before me being orcs. An honest mistake, I forgive you. Thanks. You have helped me so much to this point. I'm sure you want to finish up this, my friend. Climb up to Telgarth and defeat as many half-orcs as it takes to find my lucky talisman. You'll help me see this through to the end, won't you? Oh boy, alright. Well, I have to come up here anyway, because I think I've got another quest. Helchon, talk to Helchon outside the ruins. So this must be him. This must be him up here. So that takes me to other news that I want to tell you. Let's see here. Helchon says, "Let us keep a watch on the foes, though I expect few dangers so near to Tornheim. I desire real excitement like that told in stories of old, but so far it has not presented itself to me." Okay. Get ready, we're under attack. Oh boy. Alright. These don't... Oh, they don't sound like half-orcs. They sound like orcs. And men. And they are hurting me when they hit me. Take a potion. Man, that whole contingent just decided to murder hobo me here. Actually, I'm kind of the murder hobo, but... Okay, so one half-orc was in there. I think that might be all. Cool. Well, that's one quest done. Alright, let me eat. It's time for some pie. It may not be the best pie, but pie it is. You will not impress me with your newfound piety. Oh, that's a rough one. Alright, say some of these orcs. Okay, so my other news. If you're playing on a live server and you're joining me here, just know that on the live servers right now there is a 100% XP boost that is occurring. So if you're on that other server and you're thinking about maybe rolling an alt or making up some ground, this might be a good weekend to do so because you get that extra XP. I used to kind of avoid those weekends, to be quite honest, when I played on the live server, because I find it can really throw off your, I guess, your routine of going through a place, you know. And the funny thing is I always end up buying one of those XP disablers when I do that, just because, like, if I'm going through the Shire and I'm level 17 before I even leave, like, Tuckborough, you know, then there's something wrong. I need to slow down. Don't be hasty. So, but anyway, if you want to gain XP, and I was thinking of this, I have a friend, well, Jay, he's, I'll just point him out, Manbear Jay is a friend of mine, and he's a fellow streamer. Now, I know he's taking a little bit of a break from Lotro, and he's playing, right now I think he's playing some 7 Days to Die. But anyway, I know he was talking about possibly going to the Evernight server, where he has a character already, and trying to get somebody kind of getting close to cap, I guess. Oh, he went to sleep. Oh, hey Zash, welcome to welcome to the stream. Anyway, I was just mentioning, Zash, that you know, like, I'll point it out to him the next time I see him. But if you wanted to log in and get a few levels, you know, off stream or whatnot, that this might not be a bad weekend for him to get caught up. He was just talking about getting caught up so that when new items come out, new areas and whatnot, that he can actually stream them. You've been here since the start. You've been quiet, my friend. You've been silent but deadly, as we say among the flatulent flautists. I hope you're having a good day. Hope you had some fun. I watched you guys play some Phasmophobia in between my staff meetings today. So yeah, use my hips. Yeah, your hide in plain sight skill. Very nice, very nice. So yeah, so that's going on in the live server. So actually, I think my friends that I was trying to catch up with on that particular server, I think he's mid-20s with the leveling. So now let's see what this charlatan has to say here, Mayor Valon.
How can I be of service?
That was quite a feat. So tell me, friend, which villain was it who pocketed my lucky talisman? You shake your head and hold up empty hands. The Jubilost, the empty-handed. What? But that's impossible. Are you sure you bested the right ones? But that can't be. That necklace was given to me by some very important people. I can't have lost it. Listen, my friend, I hope it is time you knew the truth. I am no ranger. Well, no poop, you charlatan. I merely wish I was as heroic and courageous as they are. I am but a humble traveler on whom the rangers took pity. I looked up to them so much. I wanted to do everything just like they can. They looked after me for a few weeks, and during that time they gave to me that talisman as a way to keep that dream alive. I thought one of the brigands that attacked me might have taken it, but in reality, I might have dropped it. I spun a yarn to save my pride. I am sorry for... Okay, so I feel bad about calling him a total charlatan. He should have just told me the truth right from the beginning, though. Hey, look who's here! Look who's here! It's Mr. Killer. Killer, welcome aboard, my friend. Hope you're having a fine Thursday. We are far from the Chetwood, Killer, but we're in a different wood, and I'm not looking to burn this one down. So yes, happy Thursday indeed, and I'm exploring this new area, Killer. It's called the Angle of Myth-Ithel. It just released on Lotro last Wednesday. So it's a place you're gonna have to actually, you know, like, come out of the Chetwood to see. It's a level 40 to 45 area, so you might have to make that journey at some point. Okay, let me just finish this story here. So defeated, Maravalon slumps to the ground. As he does so, something startles him, and he rises once more to his feet. Reaching into the back pocket, he pulls out an oddly shaped necklace. His face turns crimson. Oh boy, you guys see where this is going? Oh, Jubilos, this is the talisman for which I was searching. It was in my pocket the whole time. I can't believe this. Oh, I am such a fool. To think I had imagined a tale so dangerous, I believed it to be true. Don't think too badly, too late, Jubilos. I was very distraught. I was distraught! But nonetheless, you helped me on this Krebine hunt the whole way, and though it proved rather unnecessary, it was not a thankless task. I will do my best to live up to the rangers I so admire, and I think that may begin with the purchase of trousers with frontward-facing pockets. Ha ha. Oh boy. Hey, there he is! There he is! I heard rumor that there was a bear that was slumbering, but he's appeared in my chat. Wonderful. Thank you for all the help, Jubilost, and sorry for all the trouble. Yes, indeed. Welcome, Jay. Welcome to the chat. Some legends just showed up. Zash has been here from the beginning, but then Killer just stepped out of the chat wood to say hello. And now you've roused yourself from slumber to oh, no banning, Jay Killer, no banning. We're all friends here, right? We're all friends. So, Jay, I just wanted to let you know. I don't know if this is still kind of interest, but if you were planning on playing on Evernight, I remember you talked in your stream about possibly streaming some new stuff on Evernight. Streaming on Energon. Oh my goodness. But anyway, they have a 100% XP thing going on from Thursday until like Sunday at midnight, I think. So it's 100% XP. So if you ever wanted to kind of get a character up a few levels quickly in a hurry, that might be worth the while. So what is this madness, right? I'm losing myself here. So, but anyway, since you're here, I was gonna throw out a riddle, and since you're here, that kind of seals the deal, my friend. Let's see if there's another. Let's see if there's another good riddle that we have here. So, you missed my story about losing all my gold, but that's something that we can discuss at another time. Or almost losing all my gold on a European server. So, okay, I'm just gonna hit you with a couple of quick ones, and if you get it, I'll give you another one. But this may stop people up. So, what can be seen but not touched? What can be seen but not touched? Looking for a specific item here. There may be several answers that would fit the bill, but I'm looking for something specific. What can be seen but not touched? Okay. So let's get back to the angle. Clouds. Oh, you know, this is a really ridiculous riddle. You know what? Okay. Both of you are correct. To a point. Actually, no, maybe not, because you can actually touch Cloud, right? I believe that they actually have. Osirin, you're on the right track. And you can. A star is a physical thing. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is getting out of hand, Zash. So clouds, I believe they are physical entities. You can actually grasp them if you could, get up there in a helicopter. Light is more along the kind of the same line as Osirin, Manbear J, as an answer. Stars, Killer, they actually do exist, although by the time you went to touch them, you'd be fried, with the heat. But stars would be something physical. This is something that you can see, but not touch. And Zash, of course, says, any woman when I'm with my missus. You and me both, because Basila is mean. I'm just, well, she... shouldn't really say that. She's not around to the Northern Lights. That's a good one too, Osirin. I mean, there's so many good answers for this. It's not exactly what I'm looking for, or what the riddle is looking for. So, what can be seen but not touch the sky? Back to the cat house. Yes, indeed. Welcome back, Rose. Did you have the moose meat pie? Fog? No. Not the answer that I'm talking about. I will say that basically Jay's answer of light and Osirin's earlier answer of your reflection are really good clues to the answer for this riddle. What can be seen but not touched? I will say that. Because now I'm anxious to get it. That was a very generic riddle, and I'm kind of anxious to get on to the next one. So, yes, Ash. Yes, sir. A shadow is the correct answer. Shadow is correct. So well done. Now let's bury that one. And let's see here. Let's see if I can find another one here. I already asked that one. I think I'm done this page now. Oh, let's just have this. It's a short answer, but you feel cheated. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe this one will kind of get back here. So I activated the trap card, sucker. Uh, I wouldn't do that to Jay. I really wouldn't. No. Unbelievable. Runs smoother than any rhyme. Loves to fall but cannot climb. Runs smoother than any rhyme. Loves to fall but cannot climb. What is it? Yes. Damn. That just totally made up for it. Jay, if I had extra channel points that I could award you for something, I would. Just on the speed of that answer. That was awesome. Rain is the correct answer. Runs smoother than any rhyme, loves to fall, but cannot climb. Excellent. The Riddle King. Yes. Let's see here. Here's a modern one. It's kind of cute. I usually ask kind of like more archaic riddles, but I'll give this. I am nothing really at all, yet I am easily found. Ignore me at your own peril, and you might end up crowned. I am nothing really at all, yet I'm easily found. Ignore me at your own peril, and you might end up crowned. So that's the next riddle. Just so you know, Jay, that wasn't the right answer. SD just felt sorry. Oh boy, no, I got to admit, John, it's tough for me to lie. I think that's what makes me a more effective Among Us player. And I felt so sorry. I think it was Zash. I felt so sorry because he's like, Steely's so nice. He wouldn't lie to us. And I feel bad for lying. Even if it's part of the game, I still feel bad for lying. So I'm kind of a poop sack Among Us player. Not going to lie. And for that reason, I was like, are they going to judge me? Are they going to, like, not, Are they going to, like, kind of permanently be kind of given that, that frown, for lying? But, anyway, I think it's just part of the fun. Just part of the fun. I did. Oh boy. Okay, so that riddle again, that other one. This one's a good. This one's kind of getting you guys. I am nothing really at all, yet I am easily found. Ignore me at your own peril, and you might end up crowned. That is the latest. Anyway, hope you guys are having a really good Thursday. Jay, I'm really sorry. I had your stream kind of beside me all day, but I was in a couple of staff meetings. And I was in a meeting that I actually had to skip my major staff meeting for this afternoon, so it's wasn't something that I wanted to do, but it looked like you guys were having fun. So just a busy Thursday. I'm hoping it's not a busy Friday because I have to leave work early. The Swimmeroo is coming over this weekend, folks, so we're gonna raise some hell. Or as much hell as a dad and his son can raise in a small Canadian town such as this. Most likely we'll end up playing Pokemon, so just that's about as hell raising as we get. Let's see here. I think another Avonk is over here. Oh, Glowfly. Are they a deed? I highly doubt it. I haven't seen any of these. So. Hell will be lifted. Damn, Swimmer. I don't know what plans you've got, but look at this. Look at that grouse. It's a grouse. Look at him. All right. I need to find another Avonk. Where am I gonna find it? Everywhere, it would seem. Swimmer is gonna go berserk. So Jay, I gotta tell you, when I walk by a rock formation like this, I just feel like I should be standing next to it and like breaking out a pickaxe. I did say hell raising and Swimmer concurred. Yes, I did. Yes. So we'll raise hell among the fields of Pokemon. I think that's what's gonna go on. That's another thing I wanted to talk to you about. The New World effect, yes. And there's some with Diesel. Yes, we'll need to bring the D's if we go raise some hell. I really want to put one of those little cat things, like the cat, like the harness on Diesel. I mean, he'd probably kind of spill out of it because he's a big chungus, but just I'd love to take him for a walk. I really would. Basila will not let him out that way because, and she has a good point. What if he gets out? You know, I don't think I could kind of handle losing a cat like that. I think that would just be too damn sad and heartbreaking. So she does have a point, but I really would like to see what he'd look like on a harness. You know, if I did that to Daisy, my face would be destroyed. Yeah, but it doesn't stop you from kind of wanting to be. I don't know. I see people walking their cats. He's so chunky you could see him anywhere. Yes, but I will say no. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there with the succulent places that are available for meals in my immediate area. I'll just leave it at that. But anyway, we live in a part of town that has a lot of restaurants, and he's a big cat. So I'll leave it at that. So let's see here. I still need to find a wolf or a warg. You'd figure this would not be difficult. So let's see. It would be like losing 1 million. Yeah, exactly. Right. Like I can't handle it. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I'd probably just go on this rampage and then get arrested. Oh, completed Beast Slayer of the Angle. Right on. Oh, that didn't give me a hide though. Damn. All right. So yeah, I wanted to discuss this with you guys too. I'm not sure how many of you are Pokemon fans or who play Pokemon, but I know Swimmer the Roo and maybe a couple of friends are. Anyway, this weekend in Pokemon Go... Are there any wargs over there? No, I don't see any. This weekend in Pokemon Go, they're having an event. And they have this event like annually. Last year it was the first one, and it looks like it's going to just keep on going. There's a ring over here. The Maythorns, okay. There's another wolf. One moment. Take this wolf out. Completed Wolf Slayer. And that did drop me a hide. That's good. Okay. So, yes, Pokemon. So Killer, if you play Pokemon Go, first of all, if you play Pokemon Go, I'm going to add a section. You know, Swimmeroo, I think we're going to add a section to the Discord for Pokemon Go because I do play. I play often. I play hard. I'm level 41. I'm almost level 42. The cap is 50. And I don't play that hard to get to 50 anymore, but I'm just kind of trying to complete my whole collection. And it's the Johto region. Yeah, I did two Killer. That's when I get my account. He goes nuts. So it's the Johto region. And I will say that my Pokemon play has gotten police involved. I will say that. Oh no, there's someone here hunting wolves. No. I'd best get out of it. So the Johto region is oh, it's a lore master. Catmione Ranger. So anyway, yeah, bloody hell, she's killing those people. Anyway, I like to say you ate Johto. Am I saying it right? Is it Johto or is it Johto? Anyway, I'm gonna say Johto. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a Corsola, because it's part of that region and it's available this weekend. It's normally a let's see here. Well, look here, my very favorite burglar. Your timing is most fortuitous once again. Another one of those wretched spirits is pestering good folk like ourselves. I stepped off the road for barely an instant and swept toward me most frightfully. I was just regrouping and getting prepared to send a pack in, but now that you're here, youth before beauty, would it be obliged if you could... Okay. Fair enough. Where am I going here? Oh, down the road. I'm probably going where this lore master is going. I hate competing. Oh, there's a wolf. Okay, right on, lore master. You weren't being greedy. I appreciate that. All right, I did it. I got my last wolf, so this is good. Let's see. I need to go a little further this way. So okay, so Johto is the region, and yes, so there's a Corsola that's coming out this weekend. It's the first. It's a regional Pokemon. It's usually just available, I believe in the Southeast or South America, possibly, because it's like a warm water fish. Anyway, so it's going to be available with this event. I have all the other Pokemon from the Johto region, so it's pretty. Was that him? Search the rocky outcrop. Okay. So I'm pretty excited. So if you play Pokemon Go, first of all, we're going to create a section on the Discord. I'm going to pass this Discord on to Killer. I'm not sure if you're in the Discord yet, buddy, but you should be. So let's get you in there. So there's the link to the Discord. And let's see your fallen sack. Search the rocky outcrop. I just did. Oh, do I have to keep searching? Is that the deal? A tin of chalky white paint, good for pretending to be a ghost. Okay. No, it looks like the rocky outcrop is a little further up. Probably where this lore master is. A path leads deeper into the rocks. Okay. I'm not sure if this is where I'm supposed to be going here. I think I made it. No, I passed it. Okay. Silmaria. Silmaria, hi. How are you doing on this thieves and grave robbers? Oh boy. Okay, me and this lore master are actually doing the same thing. How are you doing on this Thursday, Silmaria? I hope you're having a good one. Do you still have your family visiting, Silmaria? I know you had your granddaughter was there. Defeat relic snatchers, defeat relic hunters. Of all the time for this lore master to be here. Okay, well anyway. At least they weren't really being too greedy, so that's cool. I just think maybe they were just on a hunt for everything. So I'll post my Pokemon Go number. So if you do play Go and you want a new friend, or what's really cool too is I was asking actually Laura in the other chat. I was like, because I know she was doing the Yeah, they're still here. Okay, cool. So I was asking her in the chat if she plays, and she said she used to play, but she doesn't play anymore, right? And hey, Zelda fan, welcome back. Welcome back to the chat. Anyway, if you play Go in a different area, let me just get this thought out, and then you know, I'll properly greet you, because I feel like I'm not properly saying hello. It's just as usual, I'm kind of overwhelmed with a lot of stuff to do here at once. So if you're from a different region of the world, then if you want to add a Canadian to Go, I mean, there are some Pokemon that are kind of, I think, unique to our area. Like, I think we get Tauroses, and not a lot of other areas do. There's also a Canadian Pokemon called Pachirisu. That's it's much further to the north than I am, but we plan on going for kind of our road trip to find it at some point in time. So, but anyway, okay, so that's that. So if you want one of those friends, let's be friends, and let's send each other gifts and stuff, because I still like to play Go. All right, so Silmaria, once again, welcome. Hope you and your granddaughter are having a wonderful time and having a good visit. Zelda, welcome back to the Zelda fan. Welcome back to the chat. And hope you guys are having a good Thursday, and hope you're ready for the weekend, because it'll be upon us as soon as or sooner than we thought. So, all right, suspicious signs in the angle. I don't think I'm doing that one yet. No. I've heard of Elden Ring. I have. I was on Steam today. I was actually downloading another game to play with my cousin, and I saw Elden Ring. I saw the previews. Now, that Elden Ring, it's like it's kind of a sequel to something, right? Like there was a base game, and then Elden Ring is kind of derived from the lore of that game. I'm not exactly sure which game it is. I'm sure Swimmer the Roo is kind of familiar with it though.
Greetings.
Okay, your return is the ghost defeated. You tell them about the relic hunters. So the crew was trying to scare people away from where they were digging by pretending to be a ghost. Well, he certainly fooled me. You have my thanks, friend. I would have seen it to myself if were I a few decades younger. How old is this man? We are grateful to you. We haven't much, but please take this for your trouble. We'll be on our way to Tornado. Okay, I'm getting attacked by a wolf. It just came out. I'm downloading it right now. I'm really excited because I've been waiting for 2 years. I feel that. I totally do.
Would you do something for me?
There were a few sequels that I was waiting for that I, you know, like, And I kind of come from a generation too where, like, I remember when Zelda 2 came out. We all played the original Zelda, and it was like on the Nintendo Entertainment System, and then it's like, oh, Zelda 2, Zelda 2. We saw the commercial, and then we played it. I'll get back to that after. You have done much for us, but I'm wondering if you could spare the time for another task. Tornhat is not far away, but with Waltney jumping at every shadow he thinks might be a shade, our going will still be delayed. If you happen to find your way to the town, please let our son Waltney Jr. know that we are really very nearly there. I would not want him to worry. Remember of Atari? I have one at my parents'. Yes, I do. Yes. Elden Ring is... Okay. Dark Souls. Okay. Elden Ring is not really a sequel, but it's very similar to Dog... Okay. I gotcha. So... I think maybe that was the comparison that I saw. So, yes, Killer, I had an Atari 2600. I think I still may have an Atari 2600 if Alex's, or if Swimmer the Roo's godparents still have it at their house. I'm not sure if he did. I kind of told him he could get rid of it, but we'll see, I guess. Anyway, there's a ring up there. And yes, Swimmer the Roo loves the game called Kaboom. So I guess it's still being played. Swimmer, you have an Atari 2600, right? Like, you have the game. I used to like a game called Plaque Attack, and that was an Activision game. I had Kangaroo. I think that was the first game that I had for my Atari 2600 was Kangaroo. And I did have one of those E.T. games. The infamous E.T. game that where, like, there's a burial site and they confirm that they found it that was filled with, like, thousands of E.T. games that went unsold. That was, like, the biggest disaster of all time. There's a Netflix show about that one. I remember seeing it. So, but no, so I can appreciate your excitement, Zelda fan. Definitely another game that got us super excited way back in the day. Now there are games that have me excited, like, recently. But one game I was excited about back in the day was actually Super Mario 3. So we played Super Mario 1 and then the Super Mario 2 that was released in North America with the pulling up the turnips and whatnot. But then once 3 was announced, there was a movie actually called The Wizard, and it starred Fred Savage. He was from a show called what was it? What the heck was that show called? The Wonder Years. That's right. So The Wonder Years. Prestideer waits patiently for you to arrive. I'll get back to that in a second. I love the Power Glove. So yeah, so it was, and at the end of that movie, you actually got to see the preview of Super Mario 3 on the big screen a few months before it debuted. Now there was an interesting fact about that game, and I'll talk to you about it in a moment. Don't forget the Princess Bride. Yes, indeed. Fred Savage was also the boy in The Princess Bride. He also played the character of the Mole in Austin Powers 3. So, his career's come a long way. Thank you for coming, Jubilos. The Dunedain have long protected folk who dwell on the edge of the wilderness, but we could not do so if our hearts were troubled. Our own families reside within the angle of Myth-Ithel, and if we are certain that they live in safety, the obligation we have sworn is more readily performed. So it is that the Dunedain conduct patrols such as these on the outskirts of Myth-Ithel and on the approaches to Tornhat. In times of danger, the village can be evacuated, and we move our families to a number of caves in the outlying hills. Kind of Rohan-ish, right? I was just reading about Rohan and how they evacuate their people to the glittering caves that are, like nearby or near Helm's Deep. They're actually an instance or a big battle here in Lotro, so there's one. So there's a similar theme. It has happened more and more often in recent years, an unwelcome change every time, but necessary. It is a cause of sadness for the old-timers, and a pleasing lark for the children, but for me it justifies our caution. What say you? Will you patrol these ruins with me? I think I shall. Okay, before I get started anyway, I'm going to tell you the story about Super Mario 3. So Super Mario 3, was eagerly anticipated. Now, in my little town, we had a gas station that rented Nintendo games, right? I'm not sure if all of you are familiar with this, if it was like everywhere, but when I was a kid, getting the system was a big thing because then you didn't have to rent the system for $5. you actually had the system. But you could rent the games, right? And the rentals were like $2 and you'd get it for, a weekend or like a couple of weekdays or whatever, $2. You'd rent a game. So this gas station rented Nintendo games. Now, there was a copy of Super Mario 3 that was in Japanese. The cartridge looked very different, but and it I didn't think it was the size it fit into the NES. It fit into the Nintendo Entertainment System. So it wasn't like a Super Famicom thing. It was just kind of released. I gotta go because my game finished downloading. Have fun with Outro. Thanks, Zelda fan. Thanks for coming out and have fun. Have fun with Elden Ring and come back and let us know how it is. I'd like a review. Thanks for coming. So anyway, the Super Mario 3 game, we got to play it, and see you later for sure. Yeah, and like I said, let me know let me know what you think of it. So the Super Mario 3 game, we got to play it. It was a 2-player game. Played through the whole damn thing. We got to the very end. Didn't understand anything. So you know how you go into the house with toads, and then you get to the end of the level, and it's like Toad is freaking out, and he's like, "It's terrible. The king has been transformed." All we got was Japanese, and there were like back in like the that time period, there was no way for us to really translate it quickly or accurately. So we just kind of winged it, and they're like, "Okay, you just flip out. We don't know what you're saying, but we'll solve the problem." So we actually got to play it a few months before the actual Super Mario 3 game came out, and they made a few changes. Billy, they made a few changes actually. So at the end of the some of the ships in the later release, some of the ships actually had like walls where the boat levels where the boat moves along and you have to kind of move along with it. They actually had walls where they blocked you off. In the original, they didn't. It was much more hazardous. If you missed your jump, that's it. You were toast. So, but that was my that's an old school story about Super Mario 3 and my Japanese. I really wish I could actually even have that game or have a picture of it, because it would be kind of a cool nostalgic thing. So, Prestideer. Prestideer says, "I am not as well versed in the history of this land as some of my folk, but I know enough to share some of it with you, Jublost. 7 centuries into the Second Age, the great elf smith Celebrimbor journeyed from Lindon to dwell in the Holly Forest at the foot of the Misty Mountains. That realm came to be known as Eregion, and it was the birthplace of many great works and treasures of craft. The heart of Celebrimbor's realm," and this is all stuff that's going to come out in this Rings of Power mini-series that's supposed to come out, or maybe maxi series, I don't even know, that's supposed to come out this fall, so you'll hear all about Celebrimbor and the Rings of Power there. The heart of Celebrimbor's realm lay to the south of the Loud Water, but the elves drove out the trolls and hostile Ammonidine. Interesting. In between constructing outposts in the wooded hills on the border marches. The chief of these was this stronghold Eithildir, built to watch the crossings of the Horwell and to keep open the road to Lindon. The governance of the keep was given to Oranaril, a Noldor an elf, a Noldor companion of Celebrimbor. She had served as a captain in the wars against Morgoth. Ooh, mentioning Morgoth, that's kind of racy, Lotro. It's kind of racy. You don't have those rights. And was renowned for both her loyalty and her ferocity. I think they can use the name. I just don't think they can tell any stories about Morgoth. Morgoth's name appears in the Lord of the Rings books, so I think it's fair game. But they certainly can't tell any of these stories, and I really hope someday somebody develops a game based on the Silmarillion. I mentioned it in the last stream. I'll mention it again. So let's see. Ravadron lived here when Eithildir was done. There we go. This region here, this looks like basically Tham Mirdane, the instance where Laerden is ambushed by orcs right at the beginning, and you have to go in there, like where the forges are. So, oh boy. So this is pretty cool. Drop your coins on the ground and you might leave with your lives. I offer you the same choice, but keep your coins. We want them not. Speak for yourself. Okay, heroics. Brigand leader is just having a good guffaw. Get 'em, boys! Oh, it always comes down to that, right? Roll for initiative. Here it comes. Get 'em, boys! Alright, so... there we go. Well, we cleaned up pretty good there, Presidir. That is the last of them, Jubilost. Oh, easy enough. I would not have begrudged them the shelter if they came by it honestly and turned not to robbery, but alas, it was not so. Presidir gazes up at the sky, peering into unknowable heights. It looks like rain, he says, and then returns his gaze to earth. You've heard of the War of the Elves and Sauron, Jubilost, in which the Dark Lords sought mastery over the works of Eregion. Celebrimbor perceived the designs of Sauron, but there was little time to prepare for the destruction that awaited the Elves. The story of that war is a sad one. The defenses of Eregion were overrun. Celebrimbor was captured and slain. Elrond fled with the survivors of Eregion and established a hidden haven in the mountains. That haven lies there still. I don't know if he's going to say this. That was Imladris, Jubilost, as you know. Yes, indeed. Oranaril took charge of the remaining soldiers following the death of Celebrimbor. Only her great skill of command kept the defeat from becoming an inescapable bloodbath as she ordered her people to retreat. At the Hollin Ridge, she watched with horror as Sauron's forces marched behind the ghastly banner they had made of the once proud elf smith. Knowing a similar fate awaited her if she was caught, Oranaril devised a scheme to save what of her people she could. She chose a small force from her own household and tricked Sauron's army into pursuing them. On a grim chase, she led them across the Burinen and into the Angle, while the bulk of her kindred escaped by secret paths into the mountains and then to Elrond's young refuge. Ravaedron was one of those, and he never forgot his last sight of Oranaril's company disappearing over the ridge, pursued by Sauron's foot soldiers. That sounds a lot like the sacking of Gondolin. Taking like a distraction so that the people could escape on a mountain path. If you've ever read the Silmarillion, you'll know what I mean. Or the Fall of Gondolin, the book. Some heroic stuff there for sure. Alright, this way. Sometimes this game just is brilliant, and just how they kind of take the lore and work with it. Through here, watch your step. Oh. Looks like we're going to take that mountain path. And hello. Hello.
Just saying hi, I'm home.
Gotcha. Welcome home. Carefully. The churning waters of the Horwell rush by far below. I don't think I could survive a fall. And here comes the rain, I thought so. Okay, Oranaril's company evaded the armies of the Dark Lord until they reached... Well, look who's here. Look who's here. Are you leaving? Oh, you just came in to say hello. Alright. But when they arrived below the stronghold, they found the crossings of the Horwell already held against them. A brief siege followed, but the orcs far outnumbered the few elves that remained. The gates were broken and the keep razed. One by one, the companions of Oranaril perished, until only she and 3 others remained. Together they performed one last act of defiance, fighting their way through the throng to Celebrimbor's body and prizing it from the clutches of the orcs. Don't know if that's the proper term there. With her last dying strength, Oranaril, now the last living elf in Eithildir, took up the smith's corpse and leapt from the precipice into the foaming waters of the Horwell. And so even in his victory, Sauron was robbed of his trophies, and his anger was without match. Well, that's quite the tale. Furious that many of the... Hey, Val. Sorry, I just saw that. Just having a lurk while I cook my grub. Well, welcome back, my friend, and hope you're having a good evening, Val. And thanks for helping with the welcome, John. That's pretty cool. let me know what's cooking. Valve. I'm starting to get a little peckish myself, so food sounds good. Anyway, furious that many of the Noldor had eluded him and unable to find out where they had fled, Sauron invaded Eriador from the Angle, intending to crush the realm of Lindon. Instead, he found the men of Numenor waiting for him, for they had answered the call of Gil-galad, and the combined forces of elves and men broke Sauron's strength. From whence came the final blow? Why, it came from Elrond and the folk of Imladris, for when their strength was recovered, they returned with a fire in their hearts, and Sauron could not stand against them. Defeated, it was his turn to flee. To Mordor he escaped. Very cool. Very cool. Damn. After the war, and this is quite the tale here. A lot of work went into this writing. This is good. After the war, the elves searched both the Horwell and the Grey Flood for the remains of Oranaril or Celebrimbor, but they found no sign of either. This precipice became a place of pilgrimage for many of the Noldor, particularly for those whose flight to Rivendell she had bought with her life. Rhaeadron was one of these Jubilos, and I know it was not easy for him to walk today in the Angle, with such memories as these still fresh in his mind. Eregion remained desolate after the War of the Elves in Sauron, its shattered halls crumbling with the passage of the years, becoming overgrown with grass and vine, but the stones remember what transpired, and so do those who were there. This is why I do not gainsay Rhaeadron his choice to leave Middle-earth. If that is the peace he desires, I want him to have it. Alright. Very cool story. This Angle has a lot of tales to tell, that's for sure. Which is nice. Sometimes you just feel like zones were created just be like, okay, here's something for you guys to do while we're working on the next instance or something, and the stories are really I think it's the Wildwood or Winterwood or whatever. That is not the Wildwood. It's the one near Rohan. I've already kind of griped about it before. The story is good. The writing is awful. And it was just like kind of one big map pieced together to keep you busy while the next episode was made. But this one's good. Okay, I thank you again for hearing me out, Jubilost. I cannot begin to understand what a burden it is that Rhaeadron must feel when he walks in this land. I want him to depart these shores and find the peace his heart deserves. I hope you feel the same and will help him accomplish it. All right. Very cool. Alright, guys, let me see here. What else did I have to talk to you about? Okay, this is kind of an interesting announcement. I don't even think Basila, who's now home, knows what's going to happen, but I gotta ask you, we're kind of coming up on about an hour and 45 minutes into the stream here. How many of you have seen the Rankin Bass Hobbit and I guess more obscurely the Rankin Bass Return of the King? Apparently I didn't, so I take pride in myself for being a Tolkien fan, but I never did watch that Rankin Bass Hobbit. It just looked like something to be avoided sort of thing. So I never actually gave it a check out. And then I was watching Swimmeroo and I found this station. Well, he found it, and it's a station that just airs like classic commercials, classic television ads, and they usually go like, we will return to this show after these messages, and then you get to see a bunch of the old school ads, right? Well, one of the things was we will return to the Rankin Bass Return of the King after these messages. I was like, I didn't even know there was one. I didn't even know there was a Return of the King made by Rankin Bass. I knew about The Hobbit, but I never saw it. So I was wondering how many of you did. Anyway, I have them. I was able to find them, and it's on this weekend's kind of to-do list to actually watch them. So I'll have some stuff to talk to you about on the next stream, which I'm thinking will probably be Sunday. Did I miss these people? Well, maybe they're there now. Okay. Yeah, once that happens. So we're gonna watch those movies. Swimmeroo's actually pretty pumped. I don't even know if he knows what he's in for, because that's like old school animation. Now, I used to like a lot of Rankin Bass cartoons, but that particular rendering of the Hobbit always kind of left me, no, I'm not really missing anything. So I guess maybe I'll see if I'm missing anything. So there was that. What else do I want to talk to you about here? Told you about the Laurelin Tales. Arkenstone Idea. Okay, that's another one. Evernight. Oh yeah, because of the XP. Okay, so I will say this. Oh yes, I've got a bit of an announcement to make. I have an announcement. This is the end. Going now. Wishing you all a fond farewell. No, I'm not. I'm not going anywhere. So that was kind of my rendering of Bilbo's speech. Next week, you're probably going to see some bonus streams. Basila is heading out of province. She's actually on maybe a 5-hour flight. She's leaving on Monday to go visit friends in a different province out west, Western Canada. It's called Alberta, the province. And she's going to the West Edmonton Mall. If any of you have heard of that place, it's actually like quite a huge place. I think it's like the Macy's Mall in Minnesota. Because it's just huge. It's got like, a whole I guess amusement park inside of it, rides and a little roller coaster and the whole thing. So it's pretty big. So she's headed out there. She's leaving on Monday. She'll be back the following Sunday. And so in the meantime, basically that means it's just me and the cats, folks. It's just me, Diesel, and Riley. And so you may see some bonus streams. I normally stream on Tuesday and Thursday. If I'm kind of in the mood or just feeling a little lonely, I might throw in like maybe a Wednesday stream. We'll see. But you might get some bonus streams because I'll be bacheloring in next week. Me and the cats. Cats are all male too, so 3 males in the house. The toilet seats are staying up. Just letting you know. So Revedron,
How can I be of service?
says, "Welcome back, Jubilost. While you and Prestadir were gone, I received assurances from the others of his folk that they will keep a watchful eye for the Stagshorns when I am gone. So that is all right. What did you and he speak about while you were away?"
Stay a moment.
Oh my, okay. Lots more here. I see. Yes, Prestadir spoke through. This land holds many unhappy memories for me. It was many years before I walked these hills again, and my friends among the storers, the old hobbits, eased those hurts somewhat, but they did not long stay here. When they departed, I did too, and wished not to return. Only the wish of Elrond or his sons could bring me back to Myth Eiffel, and so it was. I found no sign of the Black Riders they sought, but I did befriend Madoc and Glenna Stagshorn, Stagshorn, and that friendship was a bright memory, unlike those I have of Sauron's war upon the elves. I hope I have not damaged its foundation. Yeah, you better hope. But it has given me an idea, Jubilost. The Stagshorns have lived in the Angle for most of their years, but they have not the long lives of the Eldar. This has always been a land of beauty for them, unmarred by the memory of war. I will give to them a gift, a painted landscape of Myth Eiffel, and that will repair the hurts done by our Corp. I have not forgotten the lessons of Wenna, the painterly store I once knew in Glenafon. I will fashion the pigments I need from the natural materials found throughout Myth Eiffel, and so will the painting be made of the landscape it represents. This is going to work, Jubilost. Can I ask you to help me collect the soft stones I will need to make these paints? You will find them alongside riverbanks throughout the Angle. I will meet you outside Thelgarth when we have enough, for I will believe that that is the high place I will find a vista worth painting. Alright, cool stuff. So we have to go look for those. Katmini just leveled up. I'll give her a cheer. There we go. Good job. Alright, so I also wanted to talk to you about something else, and this is kind of something a little more Lotro-ish, so bear with me here. I'm just gonna put good old Jubilost on pause for a moment here. So there's an event happening this weekend, guys. There's an event happening on Lotro, and I just want to take a moment to speak about it. Let's see. So the event is called the Pretty Girl Army Presents a 36-hour charity extravaganza for Sanctum House. Sanctum House is a shelter for victims of human trafficking, and it's kind of a rescue center. And they're doing a 36-hour charity extravaganza, so it's non-stop streams by these ladies from Friday until Sunday. So February 26th and 27th, actually. Sorry, 26th and 27th. So it's Saturday till Sunday. And it starts at 12 noon on Saturday. And it goes until 12 midnight on Sunday. So 36 hours. So the participants in this are Queen _ Perwethian, Silveretta Rose, Adiel Valathorn, who's a follower here, follower and supporter of the channel, AMC Me, Sony, Professor Teacher G, who I follow. You should give her a follow as well. She tends to stream late in the evening, but she's a favorite of mine. She also plays Stardew Valley, so I really like that too. Loopy Lotes, the Green-Eyed Gamer, who is also a supporter of the channel and has rated us several times. So I'm actually making the Green-Eyed Gamer my special charity, although I think I'll contribute to a couple of others as well, just in their names. But it's a good cause. So, and then there's Cybernetica, Aesir Secrets, Sailing Zisters, Gussie Marie, and it closes off again with Queen Perwethian. So I do follow a couple of these. I would recommend that you do as well. Thank you to our sponsors, Lord of the Rings Online and Vagabond Dog are the sponsors. And Sanctum House is dedicating some merchandise. So you can check that out on my Discord. It's in the Shire Talk section. And I'm going to link that in just a moment. See here, it's an extravaganza, so I'm gonna give out the old Discord here. So check that out, folks. Come and check out the Discord. Come and check out the Shire Talk section and find out more about this charity. And you can follow the links as well. There's links for donating, but really good cause. And it's it's nice to see Lotro kind of contributing to a charity. There's a couple of things that Lotro does on the regular for charities. So it's a good game. Good folks play this game, I will say that. Alright, so here's Waltney Maythorn III. I saw him walking earlier, but I guess he just...
What can I do for you?
Well met. Yes, I am Waltney Maythorn III. I go by Thorn, however. You tell him of his parents' impending arrival. What? Yeah, your folks are coming over. What? My parents are coming here today? Those old fools! I told them to stay in Bree where it was safe. Oh dear, this is terrible. Just terrible. I must excuse myself. My home is nowhere near ready to accommodate those two nitpickers. If my mother were to arrive and see my hole-ridden socks hanging by the fire, I should never hear the end of it. Alright, well, I tell you, if my mom came over, there'd be, like... I wouldn't be worried about socks, but I mean, we keep a pretty clean house here anyway, so we're good. I thank you for helping them cross the angle. What a nightmare this is. Say, would you be up for assisting me? I must rush off to my house and do what cleaning I may, and my larder is emptier than if I had Hobbit guests. If you were to hunt a bit for me and bring back some boar meat, I would really... Good grief. How many boar meat quests are there in this game? Oh boy. Alright, so where am I going here? I think I've completed this one. Let's see here. Helchon. Helchon says, thank you helping with my patrol. I know that a Dunedain must put his duty above a concern for glory, and that I will always do. But still I hunger for excitement. Am I wrong to hope that such greater adventures may lie just over the horizon? The Angle is my home, and it is dear to me, but I hope to range further afield. I told you of the hillside caves my friends and I explored as children. I know every tunnel and passage of them, not just hiding from those explorations from nights spent hiding in the dark when we feared Tornhad was threatened by foes seeking the eradication of the Dunedain. I know why we did not stand and fight, but sometimes I wish we had. I will uphold my oath without question, but it is my small hope that doing so will bring me to distant lands I have never seen, to face dangers that no man has faced, and when my duty is done, to hear it said that I did well. Is that too much to ask? I hope not, my new friend. Thank you once more, and may we see each other again far from here. Okay, so it looks like there's a ring here. Ooh, this is nice. This is nice. Vitality, fate. It's better than my ring, that's for sure. Alright. Oh, I forgot. I'm level 40. I can actually wear some of these things. That leggings. These leggings are better. The shoulder pads are better. Alright. Well, that shored things up for me a little bit. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. Where are we now? I think it's time for a riddle. I think that's what's going on. Okay, let's see here. Oh, no one got the last riddle. I just realized that. It was a stumper, maybe. Or maybe folks just forgot about it. Anyway, I'll reiterate that riddle, just in case you forgot, or you know, I was going on and on, you know, so maybe the stories were distracting. I am nothing really at all, yet I am easily found. Ignore me at your own peril, and you might end up crowned. I am nothing really at all, yet I am easily found. Ignore me at your own peril, and you might end up crowned. That is the riddle, folks. So if you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. We are adventuring in the Angle. It is the newest area of Lotro. And still kind of working my way through it. I'm missing still just trying to figure out where it is. A knight? No, Rose, no. You know what I'm really excited about, Rose? You know what I'm really excited about? Can you guess? The fact that I don't think this one's in your book. It's not in your book. Rose has a book of riddles, and quite often riddles that I speak here, they appear in some form in that book. So no, not it isn't. It isn't a knight, and it isn't in your book. So okay, so let's see. Your might, vitality, agility, fate. Oh, this is an earring. Okay. I think I'll take it anyway. And indeed. Want me to read it again, Rosie? It's actually quite good, and it's not an archaic riddle. It's a modern riddle. So it's kind of like more in present day than in fantasy times. But here's a reward. No, I'm still thinking. Okay. I'll let you guys think. I think I got it. Okay, Rose, just got back. What is the riddle? I'm going to read it for John. It is a cavity. Rose, you little bugger, you better not have Googled that. I'm warning you now. Putting you on warning. But yes, it is a cavity. So, I am nothing at all, yet I am easily found. Ignore me at your own peril, and you might end up crowned. So the crowned was the clue, right? Because the tooth gets crowned. So that was a good one. That's okay. Good job, Sussy Garden. Yes, indeed, Sussy Garden it is. She is a sussy cousin, that's for sure. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, this is a good one, but it's just so archaic. Okay, here's one. Here's a quick one. See who gets this first. I have a head and a tail, but my eyes can never see my tail. What am I? I have a head and a tail, but my eyes can never see my tail. What am I? Yes, John. Yes, corn. Well done. Well done. All right. Let's see if there's any other good ones here. I think that might be it. For this page, anyway. Let's see here. There's one that the answer is a cigarette. That's not exactly. Oh, the twins one. That was good too. Okay, so that one's done. Okay, so sorry guys. I'm searching for another good riddle here. I've got like 5 pages. I got to get through some of them, and it's because I kind of search through and I pick and choose. So, did we get this one? Did we get the book once owned by the wealthy, now rare to find, never for sale, and often left behind? Did we get this one? No, it was a dog. That was, I say, the riddle sounds like the old tornado. Okay, all right. You guys are good. I love you guys. That was a good riddle, though. You gotta admit, that was a good one. Let's see here. Got that one. We got that one. Okay. Okay, I think we're moving on to page 4 here. Let's see here. We did that one. Oh my, am I down to like the last couple of pages here? This is brilliant. Okay. What is long and slim, works in light, but has one eye and an awful bite? What is long and slim, works in light, but has one eye and an awful bite? What is that? It was a phone book, yes. And I see, oh, Gondo. Gondo's aboard. Gondo's in the game. Don't know if he's in the chat, but I'm going to say hello. So just give me a second, guys. I'm just going to say hi to my kinmate here. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Gondo. What am I looking for? Pigment. Alright. Let's see here. It says there's a couple of rings. Oh, because the river is right here. Maybe there's some... Yes, look at this. Pigment stone's right by the river. Alright. So no answers for that riddle. Maybe I got you guys with another stumper. Yeah. So Cass M. Gilchrist. Ryan says needle. Ryan would be correct. Ryan, by the way, just so you know, for those of you who may have missed it, I think last stream I had mentioned, but Ryan is actually Swimmeroo's godfather. And he is also, him along with Cass M. Gilchrist are the providers of the brilliant, unrivaled dad jokes, at least some of them, original creators of, that you will hear on this stream. So, yes, indeed. Welcome, Cass. And Ryan got the answer right, so you can give him the old clap. So, well done. What is long and slim, works in light, but has one eye and an awful bite? Needle is the answer. He is cooking, and he yelled it out. Glad you guys are listening. That's great. In case, just letting you know, Cass. So Ryan got gifted a subscription. So I'm not sure if he's you got it like streaming on his as well, but if you go through his, I don't think you'll get any commercials. Like there's no advertisements. I think for those who aren't subbed, I think you get ads every now and again. So anyway, but welcome aboard, and my better Bacillus cooking over here as well. So the good pair of the couples are cooking. So okay. So speaking of those dad jokes, you know what? I'm gonna give you guys a bonus dad joke just because you're here. Here's the bonus. Are you guys ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Okay. Here we go. So do you remember when air was free and now it's $2? Do you know why? Inflation. Remember when air was free and now it's $2? You know why? Inflation. Courtesy of Cass Gilchrist and her hubby and Swimmeroo's godfather Ryan. We'll check that one as being read out. And hope y'all enjoyed that one. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you love it. We know where those came from. I promise I am laughing. Yes. Just like that sus Rose Garden promised she didn't Google the answer to that riddle. Just oh, the cat. I'm just teasing, Rose. Don't you worry. I'm just teasing. You know I like to tease you. So actually get to go visit the Rose Garden tomorrow, folks. Going to the Rose Garden. Going to the house. Visiting her. Visiting real Mr. Dom. As a hurtful. No, don't be hurt. As they used to say, don't go away mad. Just go away. No. That was kind of a 70s thing, I think. I think I got that out of a Mad magazine. Totally dating myself with that. I don't even know if they still make Mad magazine, but Alfred E. Newman and company. I have to go away. Lurk. Okay. Now let's see here. More pigment. I gotta tell you guys. This is a little bit bigger of an area than I thought it would be. You know, these new areas are interesting to me because, you know, like you check the map, it's like, okay, it's actually quite big, and they've improved all of the maps. I don't even know if any of the original maps are being used anymore since they changed it over. Like, it's really been updated. One area I wanted to check is the Lonelands here. Okay, here's an example of an original Lotro map, because I remember they haven't changed the Lonelands yet, right? So you go from this right here, you know, with all of its kind of like, just looks like it's, you know, off on a, there's even a, you know, a mug mark on it where someone put their thing on it, a little bit of spillage there. You go from there to this. You know, this is one of those like Google Maps type thing, you know. It's quite the change, and you can't really tell just how big or how small an area is by this, because, you know, I think they even changed like the speed with which you travel through it. But there is nothing over here. I gotta go up top. But this is a big place, and it's been a lot of fun. Will I make this a regular pilgrimage on my way to you know, to the March to Moria and beyond? On this server, probably. On this server, I will say so, because the XP is also nice. Again, I'm playing on Treebeard, so the server gives you XP at the rate of about 40%. Let's see here. I don't think I can get anywhere by here either. No, that doesn't go anywhere. Okay. But because I have the earrings and the pocket item, I do gain XP a little quicker than the average player. So, what am I collecting fresh meat from? Boars. That's right. Okay. But no, this is kind of a logical continuation of Ecad Candelate, and I like that area. I really like it. In the Troll Shaws, it might be my favorite part. There's a boar. Ooh, these boars are red. Yeah, but I honestly haven't finished it yet, and I'm not sure what rewards you get for becoming kindred with the Angle people. What kind of rewards that would endeavor. But, sorry guys, I'm just on the hunt for boar. And I don't really see any here. I think they're up top. Yeah, okay. Okay, so, oh, Cass, are you still there? Are you? I had a question earlier, and I was kind of curious. And if Ryan is listening as well, do you guys still have the Atari 2600 that we found at Value Village all those years ago? Do you still have that one? Did it make it from from Sudbury to Barrie, then back to Sudbury? Yes, yes, you did. All right, good stuff. The next time we visit, you'll have to break it out or something, just for, especially if Swimmeroo is with me, just for nostalgic sake, because that's with controllers and more games. Oh, you know, the last time Mr. Gilchrist and I spoke about this, we had this discussion. He was like, should I keep it or should I not? And I was like, if you have the space, keep it. If not, junk it, I think was our but then I guess you guys just kept it, so that's amazing. That's cool. Yeah, we're discussing old video games, and of course the Atari got mentioned. So now, why am I up here? Why am I here? Okay. Find the suspicious campsite. Suspicious signs in the Angle. You might as well just put this campsite right out of Rose Garden's front door, because if there's anyone more suspicious than her, well, I haven't met her. Just in case she's lurking and she actually heard that. I love poking fun at my cousins, I really do. And everybody knows she's sus. Alright, so... still collecting boar meat. All right. Now, did I have anything else to talk with you guys about? So, I did. You know what? And this is. I don't even know if Rose is listening, so it's kind of an iffy proposition. But you know, Rose and I were having a good conversation earlier on about friendship and acquaintances as well. Now, you know, we live in an age where you can make friends. You can make friends with online games quite easily. You know, like and some of those turned out to be like real life long-term friends. And I wanted to keep it. Needs to be fixed, but yes, we'll bring it next time. Oh, very cool, very cool. I don't even know if we can play it because the TV used to need those screws that you could screw the RCA or the old cable into or something. Maybe that's not needed anymore. I don't know. It'd be interesting to find a TV with that adapter. Anyway, so Rose and I were talking about this. We were talking about friends, and I believe I've spoken of the effect of Lotro on my friendship situation and how I've made some lifelong friends and lived with these friends and moved down to areas with these friends. And, you know, it's kind of cool because, you know, the friends had children. Now their children are having children, and it's just like it's a wonderful cycle. Anyway, the circle of life. What am I looking for here? Red pigment stones. Okay. Anyway, so we were talking about friends, but there's also another kind of friend. And, you know, that's, like, my friend Rose was having trouble because a couple of people in her Discord were, they were kind of playing her. I don't really want to get into, you know, specifics, but, like, my family is kind of known for being very, we're fast friends, like, you know, and we genuinely care about people, and I think, quite often it's kind of, you know, it's, like, the friends who are here can kind of sense that. They sense that it's not just lip service that you're paying someone. You know, you actually care about them, and you're concerned for their well-being, and you wish them the best in their endeavors. And, you know, like we have a fellow who's in the server. He's a follower here, Noah, and Noah lost a grandparent yesterday. Well, we were very quick to kind of, like, you know, wish him well, and he actually was hanging out. Now, Noah's much closer in age with Rose Garden than he is with me, so he was hanging out in her channel last night, I believe, while they were playing a game. And, you know, it was funny. They were laughing, they were having a good time, and it's stuff like that that kind of, like, is very, I guess very, very, it makes me proud of, you know, who we are and who she is as far as making friends go. But then you got these people who are, like, you know, they're friends with you only as long as they can kind of get something from you. And, you know, in the world of Twitch, I found out that there's, you know, there's a few of those folks on Twitch, you know, where they're, oh, I just hit the wrong button. It's a good thing I didn't die. You know, where it's kind of like, one of the first good pieces of advice was given to me by my cousin, Real Mr. Dom, and he's like, don't fall for the old follow for a follow trick. You know, like, in fact, I like, he gave that to me as kind of a spot of advice, but I don't really, you know, aside from kind of getting to know people, I don't really count any follow. I think I counted like the 100th person because that was just so damn cool to me. I was not expecting to even get like 10 followers, you know, let alone 100. I was just thinking, I've got a lot to say. I'm gonna talk while I play Lotro, and we'll see what happens. So you know, like, that's kind of cool. But, like, you know, the follow for a follow thing, and then you know, like, I'll come hang out in your stream so that you can, you know, raid me with viewers and whatever. This is all new crap to me. I've been streaming now for 2 months, you know, so, and that's about it. So I guess Rose kind of had a tough experience with people kind of, you know, taking advantage of that fact and her own kindness and good nature, and you know, so she actually had the strength of character to just be like, you know what, I'm done being treated like this, you know, like, unfollow, delete, you know, delete, you know, whatever, I guess whatever we do here sort of thing on Twitch. I don't know, I've never kind of had any kind of experience with that yet. But I'm gonna go through this place because I need to get to a spot beyond it. Anyway, so kudos to her. But I will say this, you know, like, it's kind of better, you know, the old adage proves true. Better an honest enemy, at least someone that you can kind of see, you know, is kind of like underhanded or shifty or snake-like or whatnot, than a false friend, you know? If you really don't want to be there, if you're really just there to kind of like gain something from someone other than just, you know, like friendship or entertainment value, or, you know, like, you know, folks just sometimes, watch the stream or whatever, just because of it's a cool thing for them to listen to while they're playing a video game. Like that's not what I, you know, that's fantastic. I totally love that whole concept of it. But don't kind of fish for people to come to your channel or to do this or to do that when like all you really want is just to plug numbers in. Like, I'm more than a number, you know. I'm a good person, and I'm not just there to fill a number. So you know, treat others the way you'd want to be treated, and I honestly think that's a pretty good. Well, of course, that's kind of the golden rule sort of thing, and do unto others. But yeah, anyway, so we were talking about that earlier, and I just thought I'd share that story because I thought it was pretty darn cool. Shows a good strength of character, both in recognition and then actually taking actions. Ray Vedron, he's here. Bring the pigment stones to him inside Thelgarth. Okay.
What do you need?
These are perfect. I will grind them up in the right quantities to make just the shades I need to capture the landscape of Ithel. I have chosen a good location to paint Jubilost. It is just to the east of Thelgarth, below the hill on which the ruins stand. Right. Find the location chosen by him to the east. Right. I still haven't found this suspicious campsite. I guess it's like... I thought that's what I was going for there, but I still haven't found it. Okay, find the sus campsite. So anyway, sorry about that rant, guys. I just thought it was kind of cool. Not really a rant, just kind of a good social commentary. Oh shoot, I hit the wrong button again. Yeah, right, I made it. There he is. Look at him. It's like, what was that game? There's a game for Steam where you play a painter. It's actually like very, very cool. I can't remember. It's something like, I think it ends in fall. But anyway, you play a painter on an island, and it's a beautiful little RPG. It's a really indie game, and then people buy your paintings from you, and then sometimes they commission a painting, and they want you to do something specific, and then you kind of explore more and more about this magical island. So next stream, or if any of you recognize it, go ahead and say it. But it's now on console, I guess. I think it's finally made its appearance to console. I played it a few years back. So. Rabadron says,
how can I be of service?
Is this not a lovely spot? I envy those who can stride between these rivers and see only the beauty of the land and not the war-wrought scars I have seen here. It will be my challenge to paint the view I see and not the view I remember. But I will let my brush lead the dance and see where it takes me. Look at this Bob Ross guy. Just let the brush lead. Happy little accidents. It's awesome. Several of the Dunedain have agreed to keep watch, so I will not be disturbed while I paint. Demure is just to the southwest. If you would like to help as well, I know he would appreciate the company, and I have learned in this short time that you are a burglar of no small skill. Alright. This is cool. This is a neat area. I like the open fields here. I'm almost out of the area though. Wow. Look at that, I'm way off. So Eregion has the old maps style too, so it's not like this. So. But I am like right down here, right at the edge. Right at the edge. Alright. So Demure says, Hail Jubilost, let us prevent any curious threats or dangerous foes from disturbing our artist. Shade. That is something that should... Gee, there's orcs. Nightshade, maybe? Evershade? I'm not sure what it was called. That game has me stumped. That's one thing I gotta tell you I like about Steam. I have a love-hate affair with Steam about things like this, but for the most part, the gems outweigh the coal. And that's, you can go on Steam and you can kind of look around and you can find some stuff. And these little independent games. And some of them are really great. They really are, you know. You fall in love with them, and you know, you just have a lot of fun. there was this one pirate game I played. It was actually like a commercial sail game, like where you're in the age of pirates and whatnot, but you actually just sail ships around and plan trade routes. Seas of Trade, I think it's called. That was a good one. Also, Banished. Banished is a brilliant little indie Steam game. It's almost not indie as like so many people have heard of it, but Banished is great. The music and it's too bad it was abandoned, honestly, because it was brilliant. Ravedron, his painting is coming along. It's coming along. But I'm not yet finished. Perhaps Brungos could use your assistance while I continue my work. He is just to the northeast and will appreciate your company as much as did Demure, I'm sure. Cool. Alright, goes. Alright, goes. Alright, people. People of the free people of Middle Earth. I'm just gonna stop for a second and just send you guys some links here. So this here, if you're new here, this is our Discord. Okay. And it's just basically modded by me and my family, my 2 cousins and my son. So that's the Discord. If you want to come out, there's a charity event going on. You can find more information on in the Shire Talk section of it if you want to join the Discord. Also, if you like this play and if you want to see the previous adventures of Jubilost, I do export my adventures onto YouTube, so you can go and follow and check out the earlier streams there. Everything right back to stream number 1 is on YouTube, folks. So if you like the sound of the stream too, and you just want to throw something on in the background, that's great. What else do I have? Oh, I have a Twitter. I'll post it on here. I don't really use it often. But for those of you who want to follow on Twitter, it's pretty lonely. So, I could use the company. And I think that's about it. I think that's all I have to share. So anyway, if you do like the stream, I stream usually Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday evenings. So come join us for that. Look at this. Swimmeroo, I'm not sure if you're there, if you're playing another game, but his painting is coming along. He's got those happy little clouds all over. He's done a bit of the foreground. He's done the bravery stroke, the big long tree stroke in the front here. Hasn't filled out his trees yet, but yeah, that's pretty neat. Let's see here. Okay, so Brunges to the northeast. Oh. And by all means, folks, another thing too is I am playing a burglar here. Now, the burglar is kind of one of those classes that's fallen by the wayside again. It's almost a forgotten class. It's one of my favorites. And if you need any tips for playing a burglar, both, like solo on landscape or yellow, playing in a fellowship, I am quite experienced. I've done quite a few of the raids on other servers with a burglar, so I can help you decide what to put where and with traits and whatever. I missed half the stream. I had to work out, shower, dinner, and then set up a new... Oh, what is that, Jay? Tired Jay. What symbol is that, Jay? I'm not sure. Is that a bed? You got a new bed? Hard for me to say. A new bed! Damn! Well, congratulations. Is it a big one? I guess that's what I'd ask. Basila has been bugging me for months to or not bugging me. She just wants a king size. She wants a king size bed. Jay doesn't get tired. That will require sleep. Jay does not sleep. That is true. It is a double, but not a king size. It's just me and Daisy. I got you, Jay. I got you. From here I heard the record of your efforts alongside Demure Jubilos, and now I'm prepared to best my kinmate's work. Let neither beast nor foe disturb Raveadron's endeavors. That's right, John. Yes, indeed. I gotta tell you, what a legend. Just, I had a nightmare. I was yesterday, so I think maybe I forgot I was going to talk about that. And I won't go into the details, but I'm going to share my nightmare with you guys, because I had shared it in text, on another stream channel. And, sometimes you can only get so much from a text. Now, so this nightmare woke me up, and it woke me up at about 5 a.m., which is about 3 hours earlier than I normally wake up around that time. So, and it held me to like 5 hours of sleep the previous night. So, let's see here. I wonder how much further. So in the nightmare, what had happened is I was working in a health facility, like whether it was a hospital or whatnot, I'm not sure. This facility looked a lot like a doctor's office, but one that didn't have lights. It was like a blue tinted light, as if it was like an empty school, you know, where the only light comes in from the windows and all the hallways kind of look like this tinted blue. So I was oh, look at this, he's got the little tree painted. He's got the tree painted. He's got the foreground done. Look at this guy go. That is a Bob Ross painting. I will say that. All he needs is a little cabin here somewhere. But I'll get back to the story in just a minute. I have finished my work. I dare not attempt any further strokes, for I fear my painting shall resist any further improvement. Were I to continue, I would risk spoiling it all.
Will you lend me your ear?
Who frames a painting before they finished it? Yes, this is sure to banish the memory of our quarrel. Furthermore, with the word of the Dunedain that they will continue to make safe these lands, I can depart for the Grey Havens with an unclouded heart. But first I must deliver my gift. I will meet you at Fernbreak Cot. Okay. What did I just do? I completed a deed. What did I complete? Kindred to the defenders of the Angle. Okay, so I'm ally right now. Alright. Jubilos Narthropple, hero of the Angle. Look at that. Very cool. Okay, so back to the dream. So I'm in this health center, and I'm giving out shots. Okay. Now, right, Jay? Like, maybe he just, I don't know. I can't remember now. It's gonna haunt me. I'm gonna have to come through with another character if the whole thing had a frame like right from the beginning, or if it just got added to it. Okay, so I'm in this thing and I'm giving out shots, right? And these shots are given out like in a painful place. These shots are given out. Bourbon? Vodka? These shots were no, not those shots, John. I'm talking needles, my friend. But they were given out kind of on the just inside the knee, I will say, like on each leg. And you know, so I'm giving out these shots, and another thing about these needles is that they're kind of like Star Trek needles. Like in the dream, it was like I hovered over with the needle thing, and the damn thing was like a big plunger, and then I hit a button with my thumb, and it would be like kathuk, you know, like you know the Star Trek like when they give anybody the thing, it's just like you just hear that sound, but you don't actually see the needle. Did you shout there for like? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I'm sorry. So, anyway, so these needles are painful, and I'm giving them out, and these people are in pain. Like, there's men, there's women, there's children, and every time it's like haunting me. It's really getting to me, and it's like it's making me cringe. But it needed to be done, and I couldn't quit. Right? Like every time I try to quit, someone would be telling me like, you know, oh, you know, you can't quit. You know, you can't quit. You have to do this for our community's good. You have to do this. So I'm trying to leave. I'm trying to leave this area, and I'm going into another area of the hospital, and I'm walking down, and this one's like a little private office, and there's a girl who needs these shots, and I gave her one, and after the first one, because you need two, the gun like blocked up. Now the girl's in tears, she's crying. It's like breaking my heart and my head to do this. And you know, I'm trying to give the shot, and it's like katuk, you know, nothing's happening. I'm just like, I'm reloading because I'm just trying to get it over with, and it's not working. And the girl's just terrified of the second shot, but she knows she had to get it. So I go out and I'm trying to say like, help me with these shots, you know, somebody help me. And this guy, but he's a doctor, and he's a doctor of a certain culture as well. And he just turns and he looks at me, and he's like, "You've got to tell the women the story. You've got to tell them a story. Otherwise, you know, like they're not gonna want to take they're gonna cry throughout the shot." And I just remember getting so damn furious at that point, like feeling so trapped. He's like, "Here's your gun. Go on back." The nurse had fixed it and given it back to me. That I just basically like threw the gun down and I quit. And that's when I woke up. That was it. Like I was so stressed out, like just so like angry and upset at the pain that I was causing, even though it was for the greater good. You know, like it was supposedly saving lives, that I quit, and that's when I woke up. So it was like 5 a.m. woke up, and Jay was up because Jay doesn't sleep. And that's my story. So yeah, so anyway, I'm not sure, maybe I should take that to my friend. I've got a friend who's like kind of a dream reader, but But thanks, Jay, for being up and being streaming. I will say that, because I was actually able to get a few laughs in at like 5:15 in the morning, and it kind of helped me shake off that nightmare. So it was pretty cool. Okay, so let's see here. What kind of alternative reality kind of dream was that? I know, Swimmeroo. I know, right? I think I told you I had a nightmare. I just didn't tell you what kind of nightmare it is, so. My goodness. My goodness. Alright. So, the gift. That's the quest. Swimmeroo, did you see the Bob Ross painting that this lay off the pickles before bed? Treepers! Rose, I don't, I'm not the pickle fan. Alicia is the one who makes like pickle flavored bread, pickle flavored, she gets like pickle flavored pizza, and, she's a pickler. That's what? Yeah, pickle flavored poutine, which is something that, I know you saw the painting. Okay, cool. So poutine is kind of a Canadian specialty. Some of you may know what it is, but it started to spread. I think maybe when I retire, I'll move down to the southern part of the U.S. where no one's ever heard of poutine and serve poutine to like Canadian tourists in Florida or something. I think I'd probably make a pretty good living off it. So I just need to find the gravy recipe. That's the thing, the gravy recipe. It's so important. So let's see. Talk to you guys about the Pokemon. Talk to you guys about this. No one's requested a dad joke in a while. Just saying. We're gonna have a riddle soon, though. As soon as I turn this in, I'll give you guys another riddle. You can always redeem. Oh, there's my favorite streamer coming in with a request there. Request a dad joke. All right, guys. All right. This is my favorite part of the stream. No, not really, but it's actually up there, so. Okay. I'm really excited for the next Autopsy Club. It's open mic night! I'm really excited for the next Autopsy Club. It's open mic night! Maybe after that medical dream, I shouldn't have been as excited for that joke. Open mic, Mike the... Oh! Oh my goodness! Oh, there he is! There. Oh no, Gondo, you just got here. You just got here, Gondo. At least this is the first thing you've said to me. Oh, I just ran off Jay. What have I done? It's open mic, like open up mic. All right. Enough of that. I liked it. I thought it was actually really good. So we need a Steely Leave emote. Okay, I'll work with the Rose Garden collaboration. I'll come up with, but don't leave. We need you here. Need you guys here, so that you can redeem those dad jokes. Anyway, let's see here. So that's checked off. So you can see right there, folks, right there in the chat. If you look up, you'll see Household Pet. Okay, Household Pet is Swimmer the Roo's godfather and has been my friend through many, many, many journeys. So he and his wife are responsible for these dad jokes. So just letting you know that you can thank him now. Remember, this is a PG channel, okay? So anyway, glad you guys enjoyed that one. That was a goodie. Yes, indeed. All right. So, Gondo, how you doing? I said hello in the game. Do you get your legendaries? You're all ready to go?
How can I be upset?
Remember when you all come in here swearing and stuff? Well, you see, okay, let me finish this. Thanks, Household. Oh boy, I'm doing good. How are you, my friend? Very good, very good. I'm having a good time. It's been a good stream. It's been a pretty fun stream. So we were degenerates. That's right, you were. Because I got the wording wrong. Basically, I was like, they're degenerate gamblers, which is something, you hear in, like, the movies, and I remember it from Casino or something. You're nothing but a degenerate gambler, Joe Pesci saying that. So I think I accidentally called like all of the folks in Jay's channel degenerates. You know, what a way to make an appearance. Like, I followed him for a couple of weeks, you know, and I say something like that. I felt so bad, you know, as a Canadian and as me, I honestly was really worried. I really offended people. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it like that, guys. I just forgot the word. Jay calls them addicts. I said degenerates, so. Okay, let me get this done. Oh, hello. Please tell me you have something I can serve for dinner. Oh, my. This is better than I could have done myself by far. Thank you so much. I still have much to do before my home is ready for my parents, but at least dinner is possible now. If you excuse me, I have much yet to do. Alright, so let's see here. I'm probably not going to use these. Just because I have Darude Stone. I'll take this one. I'll take this. Alright, we'll see. I think I'm actually, maybe with Rose and let's see here, what's going on? Mid deplorables. Oh, I am. Jay coming in with the Steely emotes. Gotta get those. Jay says, "Come check out Steely Dad's channel. We do, and he calls us names. Can you believe this? I cannot believe this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. You know, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Someday Canada will rule the world. Then you'll all be sorry. I'll say that. Let's see here. That's right, John. We were just trying to help. I'm not exactly sure where I need to go now. Although I'm pretty sure there's a couple people in chat who will be willing to tell me where I gotta go. Let's see here. Suspicious in the angle. I don't know where this is. The gift is there. Suspicious signs. Oh, I remember. This is like a teeny tiny thing. I think I need to change it to white. There it is! There it is! It's right there. Okay. I need to go there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for... All kidding aside, you know, like, I truly appreciate you guys coming to hang out. It's a lot of fun. I tend to just use Jay's channel. First of all, like... You know, like, when I say favorite streamer, I'm not gonna lie, I spend more time in that channel than any other. And it's because it's kind of a great, like, escape for me with someone who I'd want to hang out with. You know, so it's, I hope you guys feel that way about this, you know, it's kind of like, you know, like, come and hang out. You may not even like Lotro, you know, like, you may be kind of like, I've never really played, but whatever, but the guy's a cool guy, or a nice guy, or, you know, an old guy, whatever you're into. But I will say this, and you know, I enjoy going there. I enjoy going there for the comic relief, especially because there's always something funny going on. I like to make Jay laugh. I will say that he's got like one of the best laughs I've heard. So whenever he loses his stuff, I kind of get a kick out of it, and I try to keep it going. So I come for the riddles and leave. Gondo. Buddy, you may not be wrong. You may not be wrong. Yeah. So let's do a couple of shoutouts here while I'm at it. So if you guys are here, and if you haven't checked this guy out, then do it. If I can find it. Oh no, my shoutout isn't working. Let's try this. Let's try this. See if it works. Will that work? Yeah, it did. All right. Give this worthy ally a follow at that address. So it's great for me to be able to do that as well. You know, I do appreciate you attending and participating in the fun and solving these riddles, so that's good. And of course, to abuse Milch. That is kind of another reason why I go. I'm a big fan of Milch. I enjoy his humor. You know, I always go in and I promptly thank him for his service, because he did put in the time, and you know, if you're gonna thank someone, you need to thank someone for their service, and Milch certainly deserves it. And of course, there's zero tolerance of any kind of misspelling in that channel. So just be warned. It's a mature channel, just basically because you need to know how to spell. You need to be, very, very careful about your spelling when you're over there. There's the abandoned campfire. Milch has turned up every day for over a year. I should probably thank him for his service, but I never will. Oh. What a great dude. Or seriously though, what a great guy. Like, just a, like, love a stream, hang out every day, like, every time you're streaming, he's there. What a great dude. Okay, investigate footprints now. Suspicious footprints. Which one of you is this? Sus footprints. I say Rose. A twig snaps behind me. Oh boy. Oh, it's a Dunlending! It's a Dunlending spy! Milch's service is the best. I agree, John. I agree, and I let him know every time I'm there. I spend money. I spend bits to remind Milch how much his service is appreciated. I will say that. It doesn't necessarily go to Milch, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Okay, I hope I didn't screw this up, because I see there's a thing here. There's a ring. Okay. So, let's see. Around the corner. Around the bend. There's an oath breaker. Okay. So yeah, just a fun place to go hang out, guys. Just so you know. Okay, Ranger of Tornhat and Legordo. A Dunlending ambushed you, then I was right to be wary, for they are a hateful people who will stop at nothing to hinder us. Wow, those strong words, hateful people. We're stretched thin enough as it is. The last thing we need was for Saruman to turn his gaze toward the angle. I can agree with that. That Dunlending acted alone. His ambush might not have anything to do with the campsite. Still, those footprints you saw belong to multiple people, correct? They must be the same people holed up in that old Dunedain cave. Perhaps it's time I told you what led to my injury. I had been tasked with checking the cave's condition. Alas, I did not find it empty. The cave's new occupants decided to greet me with an arrow to the knee. I have reason to believe that these people are not to be trusted. Find out why they are here, and be careful when you go. You'll find the cave to the northwest on the other side of the hill. There will be no secrets in the angle if I have anything to say about it. Alright. Alright. So, is this the cave? The gift? A chance encounter. How are you I've noticed you're doing longer streams. Jay, I kind of am and I'm not, like, this is kind of closing in on my limit. I did, like, basically, I started streaming because I have to wait until 4:30 before I can start streaming, because I'm on the clock till 4:30 and I'm working. But I usually start around 4:45, and I used to go till around 7:45 because Basila's schedule for work used to be noon till 8. So it gave me something to do after work to kill time every couple days until Basila got home. So that's how come they were like 3-hour streams, right? We're closing in on that mark now. Honestly, that's about my limit usually. We went extra long last Sunday. We did like a 4-hour stream, but I think I had more energy and I had more stuff, I guess, just because I was playing with real Mr. Dom. I think on Sunday nights we're going to do like family stream night where it's me and Dom combining with our two characters and working our way through. We're in Moria now, so working our way through that. So I'm okay. I just find like that one day that I did the 7-hour stream in Moria, I was exhausted after it. Like, I was kind of physically exhausted. My voice was shot. So I'm definitely not like, I don't know if I could do like what you do is amazing. I don't know like how you have that much energy and enthusiasm to kind of go for that long. Another thing though is that I don't shut up. I noticed that too. Like I find it's almost like it takes me back to a good place where I was giving lectures and where I was teaching. So, quite often, the only void I'd be filling is when I'd be asking a question and people would be like, raising their hand and then giving an answer. So I guess that's kind of like my thing, and maybe that's why I'm a little better in shorter bursts, where I don't, I can't talk for 8 hours. That's a long day. So I could never work as like in a telemarketer situation or anything like that. I think I'd lose my throat, but yeah. So I guess I'm comfortable with this kind of 2.5 to 3 hour norm. I'm good with that, I think. And another thing too is that it's a good amount of time. I may not be the most charismatic person, but I'd like to think that people want to hang around. They like the stories, they like the lore. Some people watch for gameplay, some people watch for stories, lore, the riddles, the dad jokes, the guest appearances by awesome people. So I think it's a good amount of time. I like that time. Speaking of time, just one moment. Okay, hell yes, indeed. Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's still a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun for me to do this, and I think if you're not having fun when you're doing it, then don't do it as often. There is such a thing as too much of a good thing. I mean, how good does a succulent Chinese meal that Jay's gonna have tomorrow? How good is that gonna taste after not having it for a few weeks? So just pointing that out there. I'm just teasing you, Jay. Jay, are you getting the McDonald's? Are you getting the weekly McD's? You have just made that up. I certainly did. But if you had Chinese food every day, you would get tired of it. I may get a McD's, yeah, but no chicken stuff. None of those chicken Big Macs or whatever the hell they are. Talk to the stranger. Oh. Okay, the lore master caught up. Level 44. She's just beasting this place. Succulent Chinese meal! They will get you arrested. And may get parts of you touched that you don't want touched, I will say. As much as I can say on a PG channel. So. Let's see here. I've seen it happen. Yeah, Cariad. Stay your hand. I mean you no harm. Stay your hand. Unhand me. I saw what you did earlier at the campsite. You defeated that spy faster than I could get there. But you're no ranger of the north. What purpose do you have in the angle? You tell the stranger about how you're investigating the presence of unsavory folks in the angle. Unsavory, unsucculent. Indeed, then I believe we may share a common goal. Okay, so what's going on over here? Seen it happen. I see you know your judo well. Now, if that guy ever streamed, I would definitely tune in. That guy's got stories, I'm telling you. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, so I'm Cariad. I'll spare you the details, but I've spotted numerous Carbine spies belonging to the White Hand in the wilderness northeast of here. Why don't you help me defeat a few of them? I promise I'll answer your questions after. Oh, I'm no fool. I don't quite trust you yet. Consider it a wager. All right. Okay, that guy's hilarious and clear. He's hilarious and clearly not aware. I think he knows the power of his. He's like Saruman, that guy. Just that voice. But anyway, it's like that other guy in that other clip, Jay, that you were showing, where it's like, you know who I am? The apparently the guy's a legend in his neighborhood, but and has become one of YouTube. But anyway. Alright, gang, I think this is Ronnie Pickering. That's who it is. Yes, Ronnie Pickering. Let's see, did we get it? Oh, I'm going to give you guys one last riddle. Okay, yeah, one last riddle. Just been given the soon, so dinner will be ready soon. So here's one for you. I cannot be burned in fire or drowned in water. What am I? I cannot be burned in fire or drowned in water. What am I? And let's see here. I'll give you a clue just because, if you're not going to pick it up right away, you might need a little bit of thought. Manbear J has just answered or just posted Ronnie Pickering's name in chat. The answer to this riddle is actually in that name. Like it's there are letters in the name that can that form the answer. John, that's not it though. The answer is not Ronnie. Ronnie Pickering can be burned in fire and can be drowned in water, but this cannot. So I cannot be burned in fire or drowned in water. What am I? A ring? No, you can burn a ring in fire. You can scorch it. Maybe not the One Ring. And I guess drown it in water. Yeah, the One Ring would be an acceptable answer, but let's see here. What's going on? What's going on here? Oh boy. So since she's not listening, household pet, if you want me to say that on the air, I will. I cannot be burned in fire or drowned in water. What am I? His answer was the ex-wife. So, my goodness. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, I'm not talking about mine. I'm just talking about maybe his. But yeah. And she is not in Ronnie Pickering. I will say that. So. Okay, guys. What can't be burned in fire or drowned in water? I will give you a hint. Yeah, John, you're kind of getting close there. You're kind of getting close. You can kind of go some connections there, but I will say this. This item, it can't be burned in fire or drowned in water, but it will disappear eventually in both. It will disappear eventually in both. And it can, I guess, John, to be fair, it can look like a rock. It can. Kind of take that appearance. Diamond, gold? No, but what's a slang kind of synonym for diamond? I will add that clue. If you get a whole pile of diamonds all in like a container, what do they look like? Oh, this may be a stumper, you guys. I may actually have to give you guys the answer because I do have to go eat soon. So, if you have, here's a sand? No. But if you have a whole, like, say, big container just filled with diamonds, if you just take a glance over at it, what might you think it would be? Maybe we know. We just don't want you to eat. Damn it, John. That's kind of a compliment, I guess, because then you might not want me to leave, But at the same time, food calls and Steely must answer. So, all right, I'll give you guys like another 10 seconds and then I go. But anyway, in the meantime, I'd like to thank you all for coming. It's been a fun stream. Almost got through. No, not a stone, not sound. No, neither of those. Oh, GeoBjor just came out of there. Bjorning. So Valve J, John, Gondo, Billy, thank you very much. Catfish Billy just subscribed for 2 months earlier in the stream, so that was fantastic. If any of you are here and you haven't followed yet, go ahead and give us a follow and come back the next time. The next time should be Sunday evening. Let's see. I'll give you one last clue. The letters of Pickering, like the last name of Ronnie, contain the answer to this riddle. The letters are contained within the last name Pickering. I will give you that. And I will say, if you haven't come to visit the Discord yet, come on over. I'll send you the link. And if you want to check out any previous adventures, then we've got that. We've got the YouTube channel. So come and check it out. They've got every single stream that we put on. This is actually my 30th stream, guys. It's kind of cool. I label it according to like the volume number. 31 if you include the lost stream that will never be seen again. But 30 streams. That's. I never thought I'd get to like 10. Honestly, I just thought I'd get tired of it, or people would get tired of me. One of the two. So, but anyway, thank you very much, guys, for showing up. I will give you the answer to that riddle. The answer to that riddle. The riddle is, I cannot be burned in fire or drowned in water. What am I? Ice. Ice cannot be burned in fire. It will not burn. You can't set fire to ice. And it can't be drowned in water. You can put it in water, but it won't die in water. Eventually it might, but then of course you've got the icebergs as well. So that's the Titanic. 30, yeah, very good, very cool swimmer, very cool. That's cool. Yeah, well, it's all thanks to you guys. So I won't give you a dad joke on the way out. So you're welcome. Until next time, until Sunday night, everybody have a good start to the weekend. I'm sure I'll talk to some of you before then, but have a really good end of week, and hope you have a good start to your weekend as well. Next week, maybe bonus streams since Basilla's out of town, bacheloring me and the cats. All right, guys, have a good night. We'll talk to you soon.